of one of my favorite late coaches, Mr. Bob Heyman, will render tonight's invocation, Miss Katie Purvis.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing all of us to be a part of tonight's game. We ask you to please protect all of the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and band members. We also ask you to please protect the fans. We thank you for your protection, and we give you all the praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
That well, but we tried. So Mike Spires here with you for the pregame show here, and Jacob joining me here as we get ready for kickoff. A little closer to kickoff.
Well, you know, Mike, just as we said yesterday whenever we were broadcasting the middle school game, I mean, finally we can get back under the headset to actually see some down South Georgia small school, high school football. I mean, it's something that we all look forward to around this time of the year, around the fall, and it's always something so exciting that you get a pretty big crowd to come out here and just enjoy something aside from that's not related to the virus. I mean, I know the crowd isn't as big as it will be, but still you get to come out here and enjoy something good that's not a bad thing like 2020 has produced so many times.
You got that right, Jacob. It's good to be back out here and to have some football action tonight.
Just something to get your mind off all the other things.
No doubt about it. I'm going to check here. If you want to run down real quick the Class A private and public rankings, I'm going to check on our starting lineups here.
All right. To start off with the Class A private, we'll say topping out the list here, as always, will be Eagles Landing Christian Academy. Then you have Athens Academy, Prince Avenue Christian, Wesleyan, Holy Innocents, Fellowship Christian, Hebron Christian, Christian Heritage, Savannah Country Day, and Darlington at number 10. Class A Public, you got the always powerful Irwin County Indians. Number 2, Brooks County. 3, Clinch County. 4, Dublin, the defending 2A champions who have now been knocked down a class, and is now in Telfair's region. Number 5, Mitchell County. Number 6, Pelham. 7, Marion County. 8, Wilcox County. 9, Lincoln County. And 10, Commerce.
All right, so thanks there, Jacob. And I checked on starting lineups. Actually, we don't know the Telfair starting lineup. So, Coach Burleson, is he trying to kind of...
Is there a little sense of gamesmanship here?
Is he pulling the old Nick Saban on us? Kirby Smart, Nick Saban tactics here? So looking forward to the night's matchup. We talked about, and again, real quick, we'll go around the region as we did in the tailgate show, but around the region, brought to you by the Merchants and Citizens Bank. Trutland at Lanier County, and of course Wheeler and Telfair. That's your only 2 games in Region 4 tonight. So, Jacob, last year, Telfair with a big win over in Wheeler County, 44-7. And the Trojans have dominated this series, winning 14 of the last 16 and 6 in a row. One thing we mentioned in the tailgate show, Coach Burleson is a kind of an elite company. When you look at legendary Coach Bobby McAllister, who went 7-1 versus the number 1 rival of the Trojans, Wheeler County.
Coach B has yet to lose.
That's right. And Jeff Bowen was 9-2. So Coach B has the best winning percentage, and with one more win, he would move into second place, tied for number of wins against Wheeler County in career wins. So, some elite company there.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, when you go back and look at it, it's kind of hard to believe that. I mean, this will be Coach B's 7th matchup with Wheeler.
Yeah, Coach Burleson has done such a great job coming in here and rebuilding this program, and he immediately got the strength and conditioning program up to where it needed to be.
I mean, that's the first thing he hit, and he hit it hard, and he got it up and running fast and better.
And we are now seeing the fruits of the labor there as this Telfair program has gotten better and better through the years. The Trojans, the biggest thing is getting over that hump and getting in the playoffs. In the last couple of years, we're in such a brutal region, and with the power rankings, it was tough. But this year, a great opportunity in a new region. Right now, the Trojans are actually, according to Maxwell ratings, their prediction for the season is that the Trojans finish 3rd in this region with Dublin. And I believe, Mr. Deep, are you ready to?
Yeah, I'm ready to join you guys, man. How's it going?
Good.
Just like we were saying a while ago, Mr. Deep, it's so nice that we're here at a football game.
Oh, absolutely. And it was nice to see some old acquaintances. That's what kind of slowed me down a little bit. I was able to see Miss Ott and her daughter Sarah and a few other people, Benny Livingston, some old folks and good young folks. So it's good to be back in town.
Yes, indeed. And we were talking about the Trojans moving into this new region, and some lofty expectations as the prediction for the Trojans to finish 3rd in this region and make the playoffs. So.
Absolutely. And Mike, I think, again, Coach Burleson, of course, that's the objective, is to get to the state playoffs. And again, that's obviously of all the coaches. And, Coach Burleson's had a very successful run here. And again, I think this will be the year he would like to get over that hump again and get back into playoffs and do some damage.
No doubt about it. And it all starts tonight against arch rival Wheeler County, between the fences of Trojan Field.
Mr. Deep, we were actually talking a while ago that Coach B now actually sits with the best winning percentage against Wheeler right now, sitting at 6-0. The best record between him, Jeff Bowen, and legendary Coach Bobby McAllister, who was better at 7-1, better winning percentage there.
Wow.
So if Mike, you said if he wins, he'll go into, was it second place?
Second place in tied for second in wins against Wheeler.
The winning percentage would be higher.
Yeah.
If he could do that. And Jacob, on the initial broadcast, Mike, I enjoyed that pre-game. Working with you. We talked a little bit about it, Jacob. This Wheeler County team now, buddy, is no pushover. They've got some real athletes. I've watched a number of them develop since 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So, again, over this year and next year, you may be able to begin to see them, like we say, possibly be very competitive and win a lot of ball games. In fact, as Mike and I were talking just a little bit earlier today, again, you've got this 9th grade group that won the middle school championship last year. So if they stick together along with the 10th grade group, this team could be formidable in the very near future.
Oh, absolutely. And Mike and I were just talking about, too, you think about last year's game where Telfair scored, I think, was it 44 points?
Right.
You think about how Telfair had some big-time pieces leave after the season. I know you had Trey Best and a lot of other big-time guys who now are not here. You got Wheeler, who was a little bit behind, of course, in the athlete development. Now I think the playing field may be a little bit more level here this year.
It is. I think you're right, Jacob. Again, one of the things that the new coach Coach Smith emphasized is, like I was telling Mike earlier today, when Coach Burleson came here, his objective was to get the players bigger, stronger, faster, and hit that weight room, and we've been seeing that over at Wheeler as well. Guys, the anticipation's really building here. We're waiting on the captains to come out tonight. Again, any butterflies up in the booth?
Yeah, as always when you start a season.
Yeah, honestly, this is, I know Mike and I did the middle school game yesterday, but, I mean, there's something about down south Georgia, small school, high school football, it's that big-time game. I mean, the stakes are even higher in this type of game, too, when it's a rivalry, so you want to get in here, and you want to try to shake the rust off pretty fast.
You're right, Jacob, and again, not only that, it's a region game.
Yeah, and it is a region game this year. We talked about that yesterday, too, so that even kind of ups the stakes a little more.
Oh, absolutely. Guys, have you noticed, and again, I have in terms of walking, it may not look it from up here, but I've noticed that a number of the people are social distancing. They're kind of sitting with families and all, and leaving a little room. So, again, I really applaud the people here for trying to observe that tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and I'm glad that they do seem to be following the guidelines. There is a good many people here who are either wearing masks, or at least they've sat down and did take them off as they got away from people.
Absolutely. Again, I noticed, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, fine. Yeah,
okay.
You're great.
Again, I noticed that at the concession stand tonight, they've taken the same precautions. They're being very careful as far as the distancing. Also, they don't have just a ketchup to pour out anymore. They got the packets, man. So if anybody happens to come tonight, hit that concession stand. There's some good stuff over there, y'all.
Absolutely.
Now, Mike, have y'all made predictions on this game tonight?
We have yet to do that.
Yeah, and let's jump into that. Some keys to the game tonight. Jacob, I'll let you go first. What are your keys to victory tonight?
I'd probably say the keys to victory for the Trojans tonight will be, really, the running game this year. I'm honestly going to see how that is this year. Now that we got our weapon that we had for 4 years, old Trey Best, now up at Eastern Michigan, now trying to make his mark in the college world now. So I think the running game will be something that I want to see. As always, this is like a perennial key that we always have to say. I want to see good offensive line play. We were talking to Superintendent Lynn Harrelson yesterday. He said for just the average fan, they don't know how important a good offensive line is. A good offensive line will win you a football game easily. So I want to see good offensive line plays, get some holes open for the running game, keep them open. I want the running backs to hit the hole hard and fast. And I also want to see our new quarterback this year is it one of the Ray brothers, I believe?
Russ
Ray, yeah.
And they got Russ Ray taking the helm from Noah Harrelson. Now I'm really eager to see how he does. I saw him just a handful of times last year, I believe, coming in like with in either mop-up duty or either just in maybe playing a JV game or so. So I'm curious to see how he does. And as always, this goes for anybody in a football game. You need to limit those penalties.
Yeah, and we know, and that's a great point because we know that has been a problem for the Trojans here in recent years.
Like I said, it's a perennial key for anybody.
Well, one of the things, if y'all guys remember last year, I believe it was illegal motion penalties, illegal procedure, really shot us in the foot in some key games. That's something I think you're right, Jacob, we're going to have to watch. I think one of the keys to the game, too, guys, is neither team has hit anybody but themselves. Right. And so those initial the first couple of series, I want to see how the inexperience of some of these younger Wheeler players goes on the big-time stage, and also how, as you just mentioned, Jacob, some of the ones that are taking the place of Noah and Trey Best and some of those, how some of these seniors step up for Telfair tonight and kind of see how that goes as well. Mike, what are some of your keys?
Well, I'm going to go over to the defensive side of the ball since you guys have talked a lot about the offense. I want to see how this defense does tonight. Of course, we've got the big hoss inside and Patrick Tukes.
Oh, yeah, we also got to think, and I'm sure we'll hear Mr. Deep say a time or two tonight, a big tackle by Boom Boom.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We were talking about on the other pregame.
Yep, and so I want to see what he does. Also, Trey Blankenship. Trey last year was almost unblockable from that defensive end position, which I assume is where he'll be lining up tonight. So I want to see this defense really get after it. Also, curious to see how our secondary plays because, last year we had at times some lapses there, but I tell you, a young man that really came on late last year in that secondary, playing that strong safety position, was Billy Rogers.
Mike, I was just about to mention, I called him White Shoes last year. And again, Billy Rogers, like we say, had a couple of really good ball games. And so you're right, Mike, he came on. Be interested to see if he picks it up from last year.
Yeah, and so I'm looking for him. I'm looking for some pressure on the Wheeler County quarterback. We did a good job of doing that last year, so I'd like to see that. And another thing we haven't mentioned as well, some big shoes to fill this year in the special teams in the kicking game, as McCray Ball is no longer here.
Absolutely.
Yes,
go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, that's a great point, and you and I can elaborate on that point, Mr. D. But McCray Ball, as we noticed, I know that to me, as far as the development of a kicker, to me, he wasn't. He showed so much development since he got here all the way up to his senior year, and I haven't really seen such good development since Connor Gillis kicked for us.
I was going to say, McCray Ball did a great job kicking. I mean, the punting was incredible. Get good hang time. He could put it inside the 20 when he needed to. Did a great job overall, and of course his extra points and field goals. Yeah. So again, guys, do y'all know who the kicker is going to be tonight, or are we going to have to wait and see?
I think we're going to have to wait and see on that. I'm not sure who is kicking. One thing we hadn't talked about either is, with the loss of Trey Bess, the running back will kind of be a duo this year with Trey Blankenship and Zakarian Smith, and then those slot backs, which Trojans utilize that jet sweep quite a lot. That slot back is more of a slot receiver and a back type, wingback type position. They'll run that jet sweep quite a lot. So look out for Jalen Clemens and also Jalen Smith, I believe, too.
We're having
Is that number one, Jaquez Kinsey, Mike?
I believe so.
Yes, it is.
So we're having just solo captains tonight.
Probably, I'm wondering, guys, you think, because if you notice the positioning of the referees, they're not right out there with them. They're not, and again, not that it's a rivalry.
Right, and they're actually spacing the captains out, too.
That's interesting to see. All that. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's good I'm not a captain, because from that distance, I probably couldn't hear. I'd have to get my miracle ear out.
My bad on that. It wasn't. It's Jalen Hamilton, the other slot back there.
Mike, we wait on the toss, and Jacob, one person I'd like to see if he gets some playing time, how he does, is the development of Charlie Allen. Charlie dominated some in middle school, played some last year. Like to see what position Charlie gets in, because I know Charlie, like Patrick Tukes, has that explosiveness.
Yeah, you're right. And Charlie's just a naturally large kid, and actually if Charlie would have I guess you could say Charlie, if he could actually really hit that weight room real good, I know if he could get more into what you would call football shape, and I was going to say he played a lot of basketball too, but Charlie, if he can really just actually work on
he may be, Jacob, at this point, like I say, because we haven't had a chance to see, so it might very well be.
He very well could be, and just from that the really large stature that he has, getting more in what you would call in football shape, and not because he hadn't been on the football field in a while. I think he can be a real good explosive lineman.
Okay, guys, we're 1 minute and 30 seconds away. The toss has just been made. Mike, let's see if you can tell who's going to do what here.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching here.
Again, those of you at home, thanks for joining us on Deep Productions.
All right, it looks as though Wheeler County,
I think they won, and they will receive.
They will receive.
Bulldogs will receive to start the game.
And they will be, the Trojans will be kicking towards the north end zone. Am I correct?
I believe you're right, Mike. And again, over at the concession stand, you got the Trojans getting ready to come through the sign.
Yep, the excitement building, Border War 2020 here. As we said, Trojans lead the all-time series 37-14-1. This is the 53rd meeting between Telfair and Wheeler County. Fans to their feet.
All right, guys, the Bulldogs just came through.
The coaches are ready. Are you ready for some football?
Waiting for those Trojans to bounce through that banner.
Again, y'all, the anticipation's building. I know we've been waiting. It seems like forever. Here we go.
Here come the Trojans. Dressed in Columbia blue tops, black numbers. The Columbia blue stripe with some white trim also, and 2 white stripes on each side, and the TC on the side. White pants for the Trojans. Bulldogs in their white tops, white pants, red numbers with the black trim, and those classic Wheeler County helmets, guys. Getting close to kickoff.
Looks like back deep for Wheeler is number 2, Josh Williams, and number 7, Landon Bell. Mike, if you and Jacob can recognize who the kicker is in just a minute, we can kind of get some stuff for special teams going.
Well, unfortunately, number 40 is not on the roster.
Well, from Parks,
I was gonna say,
a kicker from Parks unknown.
I was gonna say, is number 40 the one with the let's see.
I think you're right, Mike. I'll see if I can get who that may be in just a minute.
Okay.
Jacob
McMillan will be kicking off for the Trojans.
And he's number 40, guys.
You're right.
That's correct. And we are ready to get the 2020 season underway here.
People are mighty excited.
Back to receive for Wheeler, number 2. That is Josh Williams, and
number 7, Landon Bell.
All right, and here we go. Kickoff. Take it on the 28, crosses the 30, to coming across the far side of the field to the 35, to the 40, trying to get to the corner. And he will be run out of bounds around the 44-yard line by a host of Trojans.
The person receiving the kick was Brandon Smallwood, a junior for Wheeler County.
So an up back there on the kickoff. A return of about, give him what, 17 yards, 16 yards?
I think you're right, Mike. He looked like he caught it around what, the 25, 24, 25 maybe?
About the 28. And returned it to the 43, so officially give him 15, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Wheeler County on the 43-yard line.
Quarterback is Jacquez Quincy, and Landon Bell, the running back.
Man in motion, snap, quick toss to the right. Trojans come up quickly to make the tackle. 44, that is
Tackle made by Trey Blankenship.
Zakarian Smith and Trey Blankenship on the tackle.
My Trey Blankenship came flying across, man, did a nice lateral movement.
Gain of about 2 on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. 2 receivers left, 2 right, bunched in tight, 1 back. Man comes in motion, snap. Going to hand it off to number 5, and he will slip down.
That was Quinshot Edwards, senior.
It looked like he just lost his footing on there. But I believe the Trojans were in position. He was not going to get much on the play anyway.
He really wasn't getting anywhere.
So now it'll be, actually we'll say he lost a yard there. It'll be 3rd and 11.
And Mike, that Trojan defensive line, number 73, Devin McCray, and 65, Andrew Young, they look impressive.
And the Trojans bringing everybody up. No safety deep here. Snap to the quarterback. Back. Going to fire out in the flat.
Ooh, hard hit by number 80.
Billy Rogers with the big hit. Pass was complete to Williams for a short game, but well short of the 1st down. Hey, that's what we said about Rogers. We mentioned him in the pregame there.
And Bailey did a great job of coming up and making the tackle.
So it'll be 4th down and 8. And Wheeler County will be punting it away. 10:27 to go, just underway here at Trojan Field.
And number 12, Jalen Clemens, back deep.
Just a big quick shout out. I'm monitoring the online audience here. We got some regulars coming back on here. I'm gonna be doing some big shout outs in a second.
And it looks like Rhett Rogers is going to be doing the punting.
And it's a fake. And Wheeler County's crossing the 45, and they will get the 1st down. Still not down is number 2, cutting back, weaving his way.
Boy.
He actually went backwards there, but they will get the 1st down. So Wheeler County with a little trickeration here to start the game.
And number 2, Josh Williams with 1. Mike, they sold it really well, the punter did.
They did, because I even got lost there for a second.
Yeah, was that Josh Williams that they snapped it to?
Josh Williams up back. Real quick, we appreciate everybody's comments tonight. Please keep them clean and positive as, again, we want to encourage both sides.
All right, 9:50 to go. Wheeler County rolls the dice here early with the fake punt, and they convert the first down. All right, so 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And now at quarterback, again, that's number 7. Is that Bale at quarterback?
No, that's number 1.
Okay, my bad.
That's okay. Jacquez Quincy.
And flag on the play here.
Hey, ref, you facing the wrong direction.
Jacob, what was the call?
Procedure penalty.
False start.
Okay.
1st and 5, Mike. 1st and 15, excuse me.
1st and 15. Again, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Update.
Single back. Trojans in the mounts to a 4-4 there. Snap. Going to fire it out in the flat real quickly. And tackle made there by...
Looks like number 9, Landon Carey.
The Carey coming up quickly to make the tackle.
Want to give a big shout out to our great friend, Mr. Deep, Big Tyrese Ellis.
Oh, man, is he watching tonight?
Oh, yeah.
I love Tyrese the Beast, man. He was incredible in his time here.
So they'll say 2nd and 14, ball on the 48. Actually, looks like more the 49. Snap, inside handoff right between the tackles, driving his way across the 50, all the way down to about the 46-yard line.
And move the chains.
That'll give him, so now it'll be 3rd and 10.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Nope, it'll be actually 3rd and 9.
I forgot about the penalty.
And, guys, you notice the tackle was by Boom Boom Toops. Again, first time we're going to hurt him tonight. We're going to hear him a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Bring a man in motion, snap. Hand off to number 3, and he'll drive his way, breaking up the middle. And the ball will come out. A big gain there.
They're saying it looks like the Bulldogs recovered it. I believe that was Jason Culver on the quick hitter.
Yeah, the recovery will be, number 4, Brandon Smallwood comes back up with the ball.
So a big conversion there for Wheeler County. Guys, they converted a 4th down and now a big 3rd and long. And opened a big hole that time on that left side of the line. Snap, quarterback back, looking. Pressure coming, he'll keep it. And turn up field. He's run out of bounds. Was that Carey?
Yeah, that is Carey again.
But a gain of...
That's one of the things, guys, that you're going to watch with this quarterback. He can throw it, but he can run it as well. He's a dual threat. Jacquez Kinsey.
Gain of about 6 on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. Hand off. In there.
I believe that was Jeremy Williams on the carry. Who made the tackle, guys? Did y'all catch it?
Again, I think that's Patrick Tukes.
A little like Patrick again.
I believe so. He was the last one to get up.
And then I think Yep.
3rd down and 3.5 to go.
Impressive drive, guys, here for Wheeler.
3rd down and 3 now. Ball spotted on the 12. The Bulldogs have converted a 4th down and 3rd down here so far. Snap. Hand off to no keeper that time by the quarterback, trying to come outside.
He ain't going down, guys.
And he gets down to the 5-yard line. And another 1st down for the Bulldogs. 1st and goal.
Give that tackle to Jalen Clemens.
Jalen Clemens with a touchdown-saving tackle, guys. I tell you, they're going to have to contain Kinsey, or he's going to be free all night, guys.
So the Bulldogs, an impressive opening drive here. 7:40 to go, no score, but Wheeler County knocking on the door.
This kid's impressed me already.
Snap. Kinsey rolling to his left, looking, going to throw. Touchdown. Pass complete.
Touchdown.
Was that number 22? Is that
Number 33.
Was it?
And that
33?
is...
I thought it was 22.
That was 30. It was 33.
They said 33, guys. I don't see him on the roster.
He is not listed on the roster, unfortunately. So Kinsey rolling to his left and throwing back across his body and hits the receiver for the touchdown. So Wheeler County gets on the board first, leading at 6-0, 7:27 to go in the first.
Not yet.
Locked. Could it have been 23?
Was it number 77 that got the ball, guys? Looked like Jonathan Rogers maybe got a hand up.
Got a hand up.
I believe so. It looked like it.
Actually, I believe that was a 23. Maybe Blaine Johnson on the touchdown.
I was going to say,
catch.
when I looked at it, I thought it was 20-something. I could have sworn it was 22. But
Mike, while we have a break, didn't mean to interrupt. Could we do the sponsors real quick? Maybe go through them and maybe do a list of the sponsors?
Of course. I want to give a big thanks to Telfair County High School, CL Defense, Telfair Snapshots, Telfair County Chamber of Commerce, Merchants and Citizens Bank, Deep and Deeper Cleaning, Telfair County Recreation Department, Friends of Little Monkey State Park, Stance Walker Insurance Agency, Bank of Lumber City, and Telfair County Bank. And big thanks to our patron sponsors, Sim Davidson and Lynn Brown Harrelson. Thanks, guys. We couldn't do it without you.
And
That's
again,
right.
while I was down on the field a little while ago, got to talk to Pat Ray. Very nice talking about Russ, and been a little nervous, of course, with him quarterbacking the night. And I brought back some nice memories of her children, again, with Fran and Owen. And I just want to give a shout out to them. We really appreciate those guys. Had a good time with them years ago.
It'll be Diego Ortiz kicking off for Wheeler County. Back deep for Telfair, Jerry O'Cone and Jalen Clemens. And squib kick fielded by the Trojans. And they'll take over at their own 48-yard line. So, guys, Wheeler County wanted no part of kicking deep to Cone or Clemens.
And, Mike, can you blame them all that? Those guys have speed, don't they?
Absolutely.
This is going to be interesting, guys. In the pregame, we talked a little bit about the size of this Trojan offensive line and to see how they're going to do it here tonight.
Yeah, well, I was going to try to see how this offensive line lines up starter-wise. So Russ Ray in.
Looks like Trey Blankenship is going to line up in the backfield as a running back.
Jared Rogers, your left tackle, and we'll get the rest as we go.
Jonathan.
Jonathan, my bad. 3 receivers left, 1 right, single back. Hand off to Blankenship across the 50 to the 45, driving his way down to the 40, and all the way down to about the 37-yard line. So a big hole there on the right side.
Trey making a big impact on play number 1, just being a bruiser or a running back.
I mean, you look at the comparison of the two lines, guys. Again, Trojans do have a definite size advantage.
1st and 10.
Andrew Yan is your left guard, and my bad, it was Jonathan Rogers, left tackle. I believe at center, that is Charlie Allen. And we'll catch again 3 receivers here to the near side, Billy Rogers to the far side, 1 back, snap to Ray, to Blankenship again, but this time great penetration by Wheeler County.
It looks like the leading on the tackle was number 12, Talon Gorham.
Yeah, he just blew that play up from the beginning there, guys.
13.
I'm sorry, guys.
So now it'll be 2nd and 13 after a loss of 3 on the play. 6:38 to go. Wheeler County leading it 6-0.
Nice crowd gather, guys.
So 2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap. This time to Zakarian Smith. Might have got 3-4 on the play.
Initial hit was made by number 54, Romy Grimm.
So that time trying to go off the left side. A little bit different that time as the Trojans lined up with that H-back, blocking back here to the near side.
Jacob, you think we're going to see Russ put it up in the air for the first time?
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that we see a pass here on 3rd down just to see how good of a passer he is.
All right, 3rd down. Russ looking down at his wristband, 5:44 to go. Now he'll move the back to the other side. Now he moves him back. Snap. Looking, going to fire out in the flat to Cone, but he is quickly tackled initially got away there, but then tackled by a host of Wheeler County Bulldogs.
Led by number 5, Quinshad Edwards.
And not much doing there for the Trojans.
Nope.
And
Guys, just looking at it here early, again, this Wheeler team, I thought being young, might have a little difficulty with the first hits. They've impressed so far.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. You can tell that they've got a certain sense of physicality with them there.
Time called here.
Mike, you and Jacob, just like your thoughts on this. 4th down long. Do you go ahead and try to go for it, pull a fake like Wheeler did? What's your thoughts here, guys?
I think you got to punt this ball away and let your defense don't give Wheeler any more momentum here, because it's obvious the Bulldogs have come to play tonight. Going for it on 4th down there with the gamble, rolling the dice early, and then the big conversion on 3rd down on that last drive. So you don't want to give them any more momentum here.
Yeah, Mike, I agree. You got to send this ball downfield.
Again, Mike, just a couple of quick things. We heard Rex Conley mention that Russ and Riley Ray have a birthday, turned 17, I believe. So happy birthday to them. Also, guys, Patty's in a little while going to put a little view of the cheerleaders and the band, and we want to thank all of them because, you know, they put in a lot of hard work to get the season open ready as well.
Absolutely.
All right, Trojans will punt it away. It appears it's 4th and 15. Ball on the Wheeler County 44. Back deep for the Bulldogs will be number 5.
Are they sending 2 people back?
Quinshad Edwards, yeah, and the other one is number 4.
Brandon Smallwood.
So
who's the punter, guys? I can't catch the number here.
Number 80, I think. Is that Billy Rogers?
Billy Rogers punting.
Yeah.
Snap. Pretty good kick from Rogers. Be taken by number 4, and he slips down.
Yeah, Smallwood was the one that returned the opening kickoff, Mike, about 17 yards.
That time a kick of about 22 yards. Maybe give him 1 on the return there as he slipped down.
I would say so. I want to take a quick moment to give a big shout out to Miss Wanda Masella. That'd be Coach Masella's mother up in Ohio.
Well, let's check a flag here on the play.
Looks like it might be on Wheeler. Looks like the way they're talking, maybe a hold.
Well, let's catch the call here.
Mike, while we have a moment as they mark it off, we want to wish good luck wishes, of course, to Jake Boney. And again, you know, he had that plane wreck, but I understand, like we say, and as we all know, he's a fighter. We used to see him out here on the Trojan football field on Friday night. So Jake and family were in the thoughts and prayers.
Yes, no doubt about that. And praying for a speedy recovery there for Jake. And prayers for him and his family during this time.
Absolutely. And again, guys, this must have been, a spot foul maybe, or is it a couple of penalties on them? Because they went from about the 40 all the way back to the 10.
Must have been more than 1 penalty.
I didn't catch it, Jacob, but anyway.
It'll be 1st and 10 on the 14. 2 receivers left.
Update on the Braves.
2 to the right, single back. Snap, quarterback back, looking, flushed, and going to run to his left, trying to get to the corner. And he might have got a yard. Let's see where they spot him at.
TJ just gave me a Braves update, 1-1. And what inning is that? About the 3rd or 4th? 2nd inning, 1-1.
And with that spot, he got maybe a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9 here. 2 receivers left, again, 2 right, single back, snap, quarterback looking, firing out in the flat, breaks a tackle, across the 25 to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, tripped up finally down about the 32-yard line.
And that was number 5, Quinshad Edwards.
And I tell you what, this Wheeler County team showing some speed.
Yes, there's some absolute speed there. I mean, you could see that if it kind of looked like the turf monster might have went up and grabbed his ankle and slowed him down a little bit.
Guys, unofficially, that is a 58-yard gain.
So a huge play and nothing fancy there, just a simple throw out in the flat and just letting these receivers make a play there. So 2 receivers left, 2 right, single back again. First and 10. Ball on the 32. Jet sweep. Fakes the jet sweep and keeps it up the middle. He's gone.
Awesome.
Jason Culver.
Culver takes it 32 yards for the touchdown. And Wheeler County has shocked this Telfair crowd.
Oh, it's quiet down here now, Mike. Real quick, guys, just kind of curious, on that play, was it a misdirection? I mean, because, boy, that hole was wide open.
Yeah, that was just a huge hole. You honestly could have drove my truck through it, Mr. Deep.
They're showing a lot of speed, guys. 12-0 Wheeler, and it looks like they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, they're going to try to make it what it should be, I guess.
All right, 2 receivers left, 2 right, snap. Quarterback's just going to keep it and roll out. Now he's going to throw in the corner, and I believe he got it.
He caught it.
But there is a flag.
On the far side over here, or our near side, far side from where the play happened, yeah.
Well, no, there is a flag over there, too. I don't know if it's for the same thing or not, but.
I think it was an ineligible, maybe.
And I tell you what, Kinsey has looked good so far.
Mikey's got that combination of speed and that agility.
And, of course, he's obviously got some playmaking receivers around him showing off that speed here. Looks like there'll be a legal formation here, so they'll back it up. And will that change the Bulldogs' decision, or will they go for it the 2 points again? Looks like they will continue and go for 2 again.
12-0 Wheeler.
All right, snap. Kinsey back. Looking. Pressure coming from Trey Blankenship. No chance this time.
Hey, guys, that was a great play by Trey Blankenship.
And Blankenship coming back there was shot out of a cannon that time. And a big play there. Hey, as we saw in the middle school game yesterday, a missed two-point conversion can come back to be critical.
Well, guys, it's still early, obviously, 12-0 first quarter. Any comments, adjustments maybe that you think the Trojans need to do at this point?
Mike, want to get your take on it?
Obviously, I think one thing on defense, you just got to – one thing, we missed a tackle there on that play in the flat. That's one thing we've got to do is we've got to wrap these guys up because obviously they've got some speed. You can't let them get out in the open field because they have some playmaking ability.
Well, guys, that one unofficially was a 90-yard drive in 5 plays.
Very impressive drive. No doubt Kinsey has looked good. One thing the Trojans said, they've gotten gashed a couple of times in the running game as well, so you gotta clean that up as well.
Probably look for another squib kick here, guys.
All right, there's the kick, line drive kick taken by Clemens around the 20-yard line, across the 25, 30.
About the 37, maybe?
About the 37, yes. So give him about a 17-yard return there.
Clemens on the carry.
And again, guys, Jalen, I believe, is a senior this year, isn't he?
He is.
So 12-0 Wheeler County.
Mr. Deep, I do have a comment here, and I think you would probably agree with this. I got a big shout out to Gary Battle. Says that this is not the Wheeler of old.
No, he's right.
Yeah.
I mean, like we say, they've really been working. You can see some athletes on that team over the last couple of years developing, and hey, this Coach Smith again has got them fired up and believing. And right now, this is a real challenge for the Trojans.
Trojans take over first and 10.
So Russ Ray back in a quarterback.
So Telfair will take over here. First and 10 on their own. 36 trailing 12-0 here. 4:09 to go here in the first quarter.
Oh, okay. That'd be great if you don't just.
This time Tuke's in at tight end. One receiver here to the left, one to the right. Snap. Hand off to Blankenship, and just not much doing there. Once again, Wheeler County defensive front, and that linebacker there, number 12, Gorham, getting in the gap there, sealing that off.
And guys, between the quarters, we'll give a shout out to the cheerleaders. We just got their names today.
All right, so it'll be basically no gain on that.
I think you're right, yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 here. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Tukes in at tight end, 1 back. Wheeler County bringing the linebackers up. Play action fake. Ray rolling out, fires to Tukes to the 50, down to the 45, stiff offs the man and gets down to the 36-yard line and a big first down.
Just an absolute good play right there, Mike and Mr. Deep. I know we saw last year a couple of times to where Coach B did insert Big Patrick Tukes as a tight end type player there.
And Mike, you mentioned him earlier tonight as a threat at the tight end position. And boy, once he got going, that's a hard man to bring down.
Yeah, we saw him utilized a lot in that Atkinson County game last year.
Be a first down for the Trojans on the inside the 40-yard line.
So a big play.
This could be big momentum right here, Mike. They don't need to waste it.
Trips here to the left. Snap. Hand off to Z-Man off the right side. Driving his way, but the ball is loose. Let's catch.
He did recover, looks like, Telfair.
So he did get on it.
Andrew Yon coming up with the ball.
So Kerryon Smith, though, a big hole off right tackle there.
A pickup of another Trojan first down.
First down and 10, ball on the 26-yard line. 2:39 to go, first quarter. Wheeler County leading at 12-0. The Trojans up to the line again. 3 receivers here into the boundary. Single back in the backfield with Ray. Snap. Ray will keep it this time and drive his way up the middle.
Nice gain on that one, guys.
Good push by the offensive line.
Pickup of about 6 yards.
Give him 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 here.
2nd and 4.
2:04 to go. Trojans trailing at 12-0. Little wrinkle there with the trips out here, but then they had Tukes lined up at tight end, so he was covered up. He was not an eligible receiver, so using him as
4 3/4
blocking
inches
back that time. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side, 1 back. Snap, fake. Ray will keep it again. And he's met in the hole there by big number
56, Mike.
And that is going to be.
That was Bryce Miller, a sophomore.
And Miller, I remember him from last year's game, I
Right.
believe.
3rd down, 2.5 yards to go for the Trojans.
So a big 3rd down coming here. Ball on the 18, 1:15 to go.
Looks like there's a timeout. Trojans on the field, guys.
So a big 3rd down here for the Trojans.
And again, Mike, while we have a short break, you were talking in one of our pre-games about legend Tommy Palmer earlier. You might want to mention about him.
Yeah, Tommy Palmer, of course, the legendary voice of Georgia high school football with the scoreboard show, the Georgia High School scoreboard show, and also calling games on Georgia Public Broadcasting high school games. Passed away late yesterday evening, battle with cancer, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. Tommy was a legend in the state of Georgia, grew up in Claxton, Georgia. Actually started, I read today, he actually started some broadcasting at age 16.
Wow.
And was in the business for 60 years, so.
Mike, I know a guy that's in the booth with you that started about the 7th grade.
You got that right. Younger than that.
Yeah, I started about when I was 12?
I was thinking he was about 11 or 12 years old, man. We had some great times, a lot of games, guys.
Heck yeah.
So 3rd down and 2 here, ball on the 18.
Happy birthday.
I tell you, one thing we're seeing on this drive, guys, the Trojan offensive line is kind of establishing the run here much better this drive.
And they really have. They made some adjustments, Mike.
All right, so Blankenship in the backfield. They'll have number 33 at that kind of H-back position. That is Jalen Smith. Hand off to Blankenship off the left side, breaks a tackle.
Boy, he put on a burst of speed there too, guys.
He sure did.
Thought he was going to go, but he just got tripped up, but gets the first down here.
And guys, Trey is just a heck of an athlete.
Steamrolling his way through.
You okay?
Trojans quickly up to the line. Snap. And whistle on the play. So let's catch the call here.
Wheeler called timeout.
So timeout, Wheeler County.
Guys, we got 1:01 left here in the first quarter, 12-0 Wheeler County. Want to thank everybody that's watching on Deep Productions tonight. And again, special shout out. Kind of she's a little quiet behind the scenes, but Patty Deep, my guys, tremendous job setting this thing up tonight.
Absolutely. Big thanks to her.
She's got 3 different cameras. I don't know. It looks like how Frankenstein was invented. I don't know how she put all this stuff together.
And, of course, Katie Grayle listening to us, so give a shout out to her.
Appreciate Katie.
Up in Fort Valley.
Now, do you know her, Mike?
Yeah, I believe I do.
There you go. That's all right. Mike, is Peach County, have they started up with ball yet?
They will open next week against Northside.
Again, always, you talk about a football area, Peach County, man, they always bring some good ball to the table.
And speaking of Northside, Jacob, you got a score.
And perfect segue, Mike. Speaking of Northside, who will play Peach County next week, they are behind Veterans right now, 7-0.
And Veterans, a team that's expected big things out of as well. They're ranked 7th in the preseason rankings in 5A.
1st and 10 guys on the 11.
All right, 2 tight ends, single receiver into the boundary, H-back to the left, running back to the right, hand off to Blankenship off the left side, driving his way down to about the 5-yard line.
Tackled by number 7.
Looks like way, Mike. And again, you're looking at just sheer power right now, power football.
Yeah, the adjustment I'm seeing here is the Trojans have decided that they're going to line up and just run that football right at Wheeler County now.
Inside 30 seconds left in quarter number 1.
So it'll be 2nd down. Ball, I believe, spotted on the 4. Snap to Ray, handoff to Zakirian, off right tackle into the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice.
And some good blocking over there on that side. A 4-yard touchdown run for Zakirian Smith.
Nice run, too.
Telfair on the board, 12-6. And we'll see here if the Trojans might be going for 2. Or they may just be doing the shift there to shift into a kicking, and that's what they'll do.
Now, is that Cade Harrelson going to do the extra point?
I believe so, Mr. Deep. I think it is Cade. Is it 11?
It is number...
Yeah, that's Cade.
Or is that number 41? 41, Davis Williams.
My fault, 41.
Snap, kick up, and the kick is good. So with 1:41 to go here in the first quarter, Trojans get on the board and cut the lead just over half as they cut it in half, 12-7 now, Wheeler County leading it. A big, big drive there for the Trojans, guys.
Absolutely, that's exactly what they needed to do, Mike, to actually get some momentum rolling now. Now they're really into this now. I mean, so score one more time, and they will be taking the lead. So now these 2 missed conversions by Wheeler, this right here could come back to hurt them if the Trojans keep rolling like they are.
Absolutely. And again, looking at the coaching staff, Patty was thinking she might have seen a name from the past, Abraham Freeman, I think she said. Is he down there, guys? I hadn't seen him.
I thought I saw him a while ago.
Again, he brought some thrills here years ago, especially I remember against Charlton years ago.
Yeah, I think that's him right there in that white T-shirt, Mr. D.
Great.
All right.
Always glad to see some of the former players come back and help.
All right, back deep for Wheeler County. That's going to be number 5, Edwards, and number 7, Landon Bell. So that the 2 deep men for the Bulldogs. And here's the kick. Line drive kick. Taken by number 23, bobbles it, picks it up on the 20, trying to go across the field.
That was Blaine Johnson, number 23.
Running to his left, and And that'll be the end of the first quarter with your score, Wheeler County 12 and Telfair County 7.
I'll give it right back to you. Okay, guys, in just a second, if y'all don't mind, we'll try to recognize our cheerleaders. And we'll go with, these are our cheerleaders: Riley Wright, Abby Harrelson, Maddie Lockamy, Bailey Widener, Claire Coleman, Chloe Puckett, Jordan Register, Ellie Joins, Randy Shell Lee, Vivi Clark, Jamie Lynn Lewis, Lola Harrelson, Olivia Rogers, I believe this is Amelia Brown, Shayla Nelson, and Reagan Hussey. Congratulations to the 2020 Telfair cheerleaders. Again, a couple of major league scores thanks to TJ. Braves and Nationals 2-2 in the bottom of the second. Other scores of interest: Rays 5, Marlins 4, Phillies 2-0 over the Mets, and the Reds 2-0 over the Pirates, with the Red Sox ahead of the Blue Jays 1-0. Thanks, T, for that update.
All right, back here as we go to the second quarter. Trojans trailing at 12-7.
Mike, it'll be interesting to see. Wheeler's had all the momentum. Now they've had some adversity. It'll be curious to see how they respond here and how the Trojans, if they can take advantage of this momentum shift.
Yeah, the Trojans just need to clean some things up fundamentally. We've had a missed tackle or two, and they've kind of gashed us on a run or two, so you just want to clean those things up and fill those gaps.
12-7, like we say, as we're getting ready to start. Second quarter.
It'll be 1st and 10. Ball will be spotted actually on the 26-yard line as Wheeler will take over on their own 26.
I want to thank all our listeners, CEO, and people viewing it, watch it. All comments have been positive. Thank you. Please keep them that way because, again, even though we're all competitive, we want to support both teams in a very good, positive way, guys. Thank you so much for the comments.
All right. Wheeler County comes up to the line. They have 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. It'll be Kinsey again at quarterback, running back to his right.
Guys, you think they're going to put a spy on the quarterback?
We could see that, no doubt. They definitely need to make some adjustments here. Looks like it'll actually be maybe 2 receivers to that far side.
Looks like the officials are back in place and we're getting ready for action.
Yeah, they'll spread it out. 2 receivers left and 2 right, a single back. The back there's number 29. Who is that, Tim? All right, snap here coming. Snap to Kinsey, rolling to his right. He'll keep it this time, try to get to the corner, and he will. He'll pick up, let's see, where did he step out?
And Jacob, that pickup by Kinsey makes me think that Wheeler's probably wanting to have a nice, long, sustained drive to keep the Trojans from getting the ball back.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, whenever they, just after they allow a big drive like that, that's got a lot of momentum swinging away from them, they're going to try to milk clock as much as possible.
Giving 5 on the play. So, again, 2 receivers left, 2 right, single back. Snap to Kinsey, back, looking, flag in the air. He's being pursued. He'll keep it. He'll fire out in the flat, incomplete. It was intended for number 4, Smallwood, but there is a flag.
Yeah, it looks like preliminary indication, guys, is a hold on Wheeler, or also a procedure against Wheeler. It looks like there's 2 penalties.
Some heavy pursuit that time. Was that 73?
I believe it was, Mike.
I
believe it was.
So let's catch the call here. What was the...
They've got 2 penalties on it. I think they're going to accept the holding penalty probably. Let's see.
Your score, 12-7, Wheeler leading at 11:43 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they're going to take, I believe, the holding. There was also an illegal formation, too.
Guys, one thing Trojans are going to have to do is do a little better job of containing Kinsey.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, this quarterback right now is actually starting to run all over him. They got to keep him in a box.
All right, again, 2 receivers left, 2 right, single back. This time, I believe that's number 3 in the backfield with Kinsey. Snap, drops back, looking, going to set up a little screen to number 3. He's across the 25-30. Excuse me, across the 25 to the 27, did not reach the 30.
Jason Culver, freshman, with the reception.
And Culver's a quick little back. He had the big run there in the first quarter.
Guys, they picked up about 10 on this, so does that look like 3rd and 10, I believe?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, it'll be 3rd and 10. They got about half of it back.
You know, Mr. Deep, with this Culver kid here, with him on being a freshman, especially like in region play and also with Telfair too, that should worry you a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Like we're saying, this is going to go down to the wire today.
Mm-hmm. Looks like man across the board. Snap. Quarterback looking. Rolling to his left, cuts it back up with another move to dodge defenders.
Incredible.
But I don't think he got the first down. Or did he?
I think he's going to be short.
There is an injured player on the field. It looks like a lineman.
And his number
for the Trojans.
Yes. 60, was it 65? Is it
I believe it's number 65.
Is that Andrew?
Yeah, he is short of the first down. And Kinsey showing off some speed out there and quickness, some elusive moves. A little bit of a wiggle there.
He really did. Again, while we have the player down, and once we get him positively identified, we'll let you know. But guys, I know it's 4th down and maybe about 2 or 3. You're up 12-7. Do you do the safe thing and punt, or do you take a gamble a little bit here?
Well, so far they've shown no hesitancy to roll the dice here, so you definitely, I think, if they come out in a punt formation, I think you've got to.
You got to be prepared for them not to punt.
Yeah, I think you got to be in a punt safe here.
Injured Trojan was number 65, Andrew Yon, but he's up, walking, and back up. So, again, maybe he just had the wind knocked out of him.
Well, one thing you got to watch as well with Kinsey is just simply them snapping the ball to him and running for it.
I believe they're about to do it.
They're going for it. So 2 receivers here into the boundary, stacked together. Same thing on the other side, single back. Maybe just going to try to draw us offside. And that looks like what the plan was. And Trojans don't fall for it. They stay disciplined.
Great job by the Trojans to not jump off sides.
It's 4th and 1 here on the 34. Wheeler County leading it 12-7, 10:28 to go in the second quarter.
Trojan band members are celebrating her 18th birthday.
And again, guys, when we can, maybe a little bit, let's work in the sponsors again. We sure appreciate the sponsors. Without them, as Jacob said, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Hey, Mr. D, while we got a timeout break here, I'm speaking with Tyrese here. He was telling me that the Wheeler quarterback here kind of reminds him of the style of play that we used to have with Tyrone Taylor.
Oh, listen, Tyler, what a great name from the past, Jacob.
Yeah.
Again, very fast, elusive, great player. And again, you know, now that you got Tyrese up there talking with him, Lord, he was a beast on that offensive and that defensive line, man. He loved to cut through that line and get those quarterbacks, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Tyrese actually, and halftime, you and I will talk more about him, but Tyrese is still playing football, so I'm glad he's still out there causing havoc.
All right, ball on the 34. They bring in the punt unit, but again, be careful here.
Just had a question about one of the coaches. That is Abraham Freeman. Jake, we used to call him Father Abraham, if you remember.
Yeah, exactly.
And a little bit of a high snap, but he gets it all. Short kick.
Nice roll for the Bulldogs.
And it'll roll dead on about the 31-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will take over on their own 31. 10:15 to go second quarter. Wheeler County leading it 12-7.
And Jacob, I look for the Trojans to come out and do what they did on the last drive, just successfully just push that ball down the field and go behind that offensive line.
Absolutely.
And I think you brought it up in the opening about relying on that running game, especially with a new quarterback and breaking in his first, and some new running backs as well. But this offensive line, that's the more veteran offensive line now, so kind of lean on them.
And especially right now with the way that Trey Blankenship is running right now, I wouldn't become too dependent on him, but until he's able to be effectively stopped, like, let him hammer his way through.
Ride him and Smith.
High snap, but given to Blankenship, coming out across the 35 to the 40 and down about the 41. Nice run. Again, off right tackle there.
15 of the Bulldogs.
That outside zone play.
It is a Trojan.
And again, one of the legendary voices from the past, old William, just passing by here. Glad to see William here. One of the biggest Trojan supporters in the country.
And gain of first down there. First and 10 ball on the 41. Bring a man in motion. Snap. They'll hand it off to
Jalen
Clemens, and he'll try to come outside. He'll get about 5 on the play, or 6. Give him 6 on the play.
Mike, was that Clemens' first carry tonight?
Yes, it was on the jet sweep there. Actually, give him 7 on that, so it'll be second down and 3.
Second down and 3.
9:37 to go. Trojans really working that right side now, utilizing the right side of the offensive line and taking it to that left side of the Wheeler County defense.
And Jacob, I'm just looking at Charlie Allen out there, number 78. Man, he is definitely muscled up. Looks good as a center.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just an absolute beast out there trying to create a wall.
Snap. Might have been a mishandled handoff there. I believe that was supposed to be a give, but the high snap messed up the timing, but heads up play by Ray to get close to the first down.
Looks like he's going to be maybe a yard short.
Yeah, they're going to spot it back. Well, no, now they say it was a first down.
I was about to say, Mike, he went further than that. I was like, come on now.
All right, so first down.
I need to get my stronger glasses out, boys.
9:26 to go. Trojans trail it 12-7. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 here into the boundary. They bring a man in motion. Jet sweep, come to the right, across the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, 30.
And guys, that jet sweep is worked twice in a row.
And that's number 22, that time, Jalen Hamilton.
Ball going to be spotted where he stepped out at the 30.
Guys, did you see the blocking, that wall he had in front of him?
Absolutely nice job of them to actually pull out and keep following him down the field.
And running to the right has been the formula for success here. The Trojans have obviously found something as they continue to work that. So 2 receivers to the far side. Tukes at tight end on this side. There's also H-back to this side, single back. Ray, hand off to Zakirian off the right side, and he will pick up
about 4 or 5.
Might have gotten as many as 6. Let's catch the spot.
Nice tackle by number 13, Mikhail Robinson.
And again,
going to give him 5.
Again, working off right tackle there.
Trojans going with a no huddle.
I don't blame him.
Whatever, hey, until they stop it, keep doing it. Again, this time they'll go to Zakirian across the 20, all the way down to the 16 and a first down.
Tackle made by number 20.
Give him 9 on the play.
Kason Harvey.
Like next time we catch a break here during a timeout or between possessions, we'll do the sponsors again. We got to send a special shout out.
Okay.
Sounds great, Jacob.
First down, Telfair on the 18-yard line.
Because if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget to.
Devin McCray, the right tackle, doing a great job, and also with Tukes lined up at tight end on that side. And they just continue to pound it there. High snap. Supposed to be a jet sweep, but Ray has to keep it and makes a good play out of nothing there.
Made a nice positive gain, guys.
It's always nice to see where you make something out of nothing, you know.
Yeah, and actually utilizing the slot back that was coming on the jet sweep actually worked out where he was blocking for him out in front.
Second down and 6 yards.
But it did look, didn't it look to you, Jacob, like it was supposed to be the jet sweep?
Yeah,
just the high snap through the time and all?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Definite momentum shift here from earlier in the game.
It's like I was saying yesterday about good snaps. I mean, that right there can throw up the whole playoff.
It's a high snap again, but this time the blanket chip off the left side, breaking it out to the corner and into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, let's catch the flag.
Penalty marker on the play.
There was a flag in the backfield, so let's check it out, guys.
I seem to think Coach B knows that that's a hold.
And it looks like this one's going to come back.
Boy, they changed signs on it in terms of where they rushed it, didn't they, guys?
You know, they have been pounding and pounding and pounding to the right into the boundary, and that time running it to the wide side of the field. But unfortunately, the penalty will negate this one. 7:22 to go, 12-7, Wheeler leading it. So where are they going to spot it at?
Trojans up, second down and 15.
Looks like around the 26-yard line, just inside the 26. First down marker looks like we're guys around the 9 or the 10.
Yeah, it looks like that. So it's going to be about, what, 2nd and 17?
Are they on the 26 or the 24?
Yeah, the 24. Yeah,
right,
so
24.
yeah, 2nd and 15, yep. Wheeler creeping their linebackers up, showing pressure is coming.
Going down
the corner.
Incomplete.
Tell you what, though, Ray showed some nice touch on that pass.
He did. I was going to say that ball was looking good, but sadly it got broken up.
Yeah, you actually got to tip your cap that time to Quinshad Edwards. That made a nice play on that ball in the air.
You know, Mr. Deep, a big key of knowing who is a real good quarterback. A good quarterback knows when he needs to put some touch on a pass and when he needs to really zip it in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he had the one-on-one matchup there to the outside. So now it's going to be 3rd and 15. Wheeler County, no safeties deep. Looks like they're showing pressure. Bring a man in motion. Jet sweep coming out across the 25. Come on, the 20.
Oh, we got it. There we go.
Touchdown Telfair.
Couple of nice blocks down the field by the Trojans.
And the good thing is we have no dirty laundry on the field.
Was that 33 Jalen Smith with
Looks like there's a little bit of extracurricular going on. Penalty may be on Wheeler. I'm not sure. It looked like he was the last one to push, so we'll see. I'm not going to say for certain. Guys, we had a comment by Gary Battle, and again, it was almost prophetic what it was. What it was he said that Wheeler needs to make it to halftime. They look a little fatigued after that fast start.
Oh, absolutely. I honestly couldn't agree more.
Again, look like I don't know, will this be an offsetting penalty? Let's see. Again, I caught the tail end of it, saw the Wheeler guy pushing, but we'll see.
Touchdown.
So the touchdown will stand.
Unsportsmanlike.
On both teams, that'll be offsetting penalties.
And notice that I said that when Telfair scored, I said we have no dirty laundry on the field. That'll teach me to keep my mouth shut until the play's over.
Isn't that the way it always goes, Jacob?
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, give the Trojans credit there on what was an obvious 3rd and long passing situation, running that jet sweep. Impressive blocking on the edge.
Score coming from the Braves, 4-3 Washington, according to TJ.
Snapped away, handoff.
No, stuff.
Oh,
he's not going to get it
in the hole that time.
Why don't you just kick it?
With 7:07 left in the second quarter, the Trojans lead.
Trojans lead. Well, the thought process there is if it came down to a field goal. I know it's early, but 1 point would not do you any good because they could beat you with a field goal.
Guys, do y'all know if the band's are going to be playing? I see the Wheeler one.
I have heard conflicting information because I was told one time this week that our band would not take the field. Then I was told today that they would, and then when we got here, we were told they were not. So
will they be playing from the stands, or do you know, Penn? All right, so they'll probably play from the stands, and I think Wheeler may be bringing theirs out in a little while.
Okay.
A very happy
So 7:07 to go here in the second quarter, and Telfair leading now 13-12.
And being we do have a little bit of a break here, I want to give a big shout out. I want to say a big thank you to Miss Burleson who brought these cookies up here, and also sitting at home tonight is Addie sitting at home with Gran watching the big game. So a big shout out goes to Addie and Gran at home. So,
all right, guys.
So hey, Addie, we miss you.
Got to ask a burning question. Got to ask a burning question. Are there any cookies left in the luxury suite? I haven't got any out here with the fans, man.
Oh, absolutely. We'll have to drop the box down to you.
I'm not sure how I ended up here out of the luxury suite tonight. I must not have paid the rent.
We'll open the window and drop you a cookie.
Thank you so much.
All right, 7:07 to go here. 13-12. Telfair leading it. They'll be kicking it off. Kicking towards the south end zone, back deep for Wheeler County. Here to the near side is number 7, Landon Bell, and to that far side, number 2, Josh Williams. But I kind of got a feeling the Trojans are not going to give those two deep men an opportunity here, especially not Williams.
And guys, the crowd was really quiet when it was 12-0, but I believe they've come alive here now.
7:07 to go here, 13-12.
And Jacob, I want to challenge you and Mike to come down here with me one game because it really is a unique perspective being out here as opposed to in the press box.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Hey, you definitely hear the fans and all.
We may have to do a game from down there.
Absolutely.
That'd be number 40 again kicking off, and that is McMillan, did we say? Short kick taken by an up man there.
Number 8. Cole McDaniel for Wheeler County made the catch.
Good field position for the Bulldogs.
Mr. Deeb, I will have to say that would you rather call a game from outside the box or in this weather or when it gets a little cooler?
Well, let's put it this way. A little cooler would be okay, but when it starts to rain and snow and the frozen tundra, I'm coming up with you guys. But right now, we could use a little frozen tundra. It's a little warm out here.
Yeah, I would not mind some colder weather right now at all, especially getting around this time of the year.
Absolutely.
Wheeler County up to the line. 2 receivers into the boundary, 2 to the far side. Single back. Right now, he's lined up in the pistol. Trojans in what amounts to a 4-4 snap. Handoff and nothing doing that time.
Nice work.
Huge loss. Jan and Rogers just blew that play up.
77, Jonathan Rogers.
I mean, Mike, they just literally just came with all, just charged right in.
Yeah, great job that time winning the battle up front.
Lost of about, 8?
And 65, Andrew Jan on the tackle.
Yeah, the ball was on, the 44, and it's all the way back to the 37. So a loss of 7 on the play. So again, 2 receivers left, 2 right, single back. Now he moves the back over to the boundary side here. Snap, quarterback going to fire out in the flat, complete, and breaking one tackle and still on his feet all the way across the 50 to the 48-yard line.
That play is complete, close to a first down.
And again, was that number 5?
Yep, that is Edwards. And these speedy receivers for Wheeler County, basically, it's not really a down field threat. They're just throwing the ball out in the flat and letting them use their athletic ability to break tackles and make plays.
15-yard pickup, 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 here. Snap. Handoff right off the left side, and they'll pick up the first down.
That was number 29, Jeremy Williams, I believe, on the carry.
Mr. Deep, I have a question here in the comments that asks why exactly is the band not going to play on the field?
Who is that?
Yeah, Miss Lynn Scarborough is asking.
And what was that question again?
Why exactly the band isn't going to play on the field?
Okay.
Two receivers left. On my bad.
Got a flag.
My understanding, and again, this is unofficial,
right,
is that some of the equipment was sent off to be maintained, maintenance and all, and cleaned. And so not all of it got back in time for tonight's game.
I got you.
So again, I think some of the band will be playing tonight on there. I think Wheeler will be coming out on the field, but we're going to try to at least hear the band if we can do it. And again, band is such a big part of this experience out here. They do a great job.
All right, penalty now. 1st and 15. Again, two receivers left, two right, single back. Snap. Kinsey rolling out to, and now sacked.
Looked like he wanted to go along with it, guys.
Patrick Tukes just destroyed him back there.
There is Boom Boom.
Nice play by Patrick.
I think Patrick will have to exit the game, though. He did lose his helmet.
Yeah, he will have to come out for probably a big loss on the play there. So give Tukes credit for his first sack of the year.
In for Tukes, number 55, Carter Green, a junior.
And a big loss.
So this will be what, guys?
Second and 25 here. So a huge loss. Snap. Kinsey looking. They're going to set up a screen. Intercepted! At the 30 to the 25. Rumbling all the way down to about the 12-yard line.
Touchdown saving tackle made by number 54.
Zakarian Smith with the interception.
And again, guys, that Trojan sideline just exploded on that interception.
Great play. That's just good instinctive linebacker play there. Wheeler did a good job earlier getting us on that screen, but not happening that time as Zakarian was all on it.
Great job by Zakarian, and again, nice gain after the interception.
So the Trojans will take over 1st and 10 on 12. Huge play by Zakarian Smith.
Wheeler started out with a 12-0 lead, 13 unanswered points for the Trojans.
Snap to Blankenship right up the middle. Hit hard low.
Nice hit by number 26.
But he'll get about 4 on the play.
John Bell on the hit.
Down to the 10-yard line. 4:52 to go in the first half. 13-12. Telfair leading it, and
if we can score at least one more time before halftime, that'll be big.
Driving for more points after the huge interception by Smith.
And Jacob, you're right. Also, Trojans get the kickoff the second half.
Handoff to Blankenship again, driving his way up in there. Might have got about 2 or 3 on the play.
And Mike Trey looks like he is just really determined tonight, just really going at it.
Running hard there right between the tackles. So now it'll be 3rd down.
Timeout Trojans with 4 minutes, 8 seconds left. Your score 13-12. Trojans over Wheeler.
Ball spotted on about the 8-yard line. He's got to get, it's going to be about 3rd and 4, looks like.
Guys, while we have a brief moment, tell our listeners a little bit about that middle school game yesterday where the Trojans beat Montgomery.
Yeah, Mike, that was a real good game that we called yesterday. I'd say the middle school looked very good to me. Great running game. There was really no call to pass at all yesterday because of how dominant the run game was. Nice line play. Defense was real good. I mean, for a while it was a shootout, but then Telfair pretty much took control.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was a good ball game. Good battle between two teams, and Montgomery County looks to be on the rise too.
Yeah, Montgomery looks to be on the rise too. I mean, they had a real good team, but Telfair, just by judging what they had yesterday, I think they're well on their way to have a real successful season. Hopefully another region title.
All right. Saints spotted on the 9. Looked to me like it's spotted on the 8. So I'm going to say 3rd and 4.
Trojans 3rd and 5.
I think you're right, Mike. It is looks like spotted closer to the 8.
All right. 2 tight ends, blocking back or H back here to the right. Hand off to Smith, driving his way up in there, but
and a flag comes flying in.
I don't think he got to the 5 quite.
The way Wheeler's reacting, it may be against them while the defensive backs is reacting like it's against them.
There's a tackle by number 22, Mike.
And that is going to be
we have an
Dylan Williams.
Looks like we have an injured player on the field. Guys, real quick, we want to send a shout-out to the Wheeler County Lady Bulldogs, who won the state title in basketball this year. And the coach, Angelia Wright, and the team were so gracious to present Deep Productions with a state championship ring.
Oh, wow.
Really?
As a means of thanking us for doing that championship game back in February. They didn't have to do it, so again, Coach Wright and again your staff and again administration, the superintendent, thank y'all very much on behalf of Deep Productions. And again, we certainly have it on display in a little curio cabinet that we're keeping for momentum. So thanks again, Wheeler. We appreciate what you did.
That was number 22, Jalen Hamilton, down on the play. Looks like he's okay.
Yeah, you're right, Mr. Deep. But also, I mean, that's actually kind of, I know in like a lot of professional sports, that I've seen it's common practice. I know like in Major League Baseball, I know there was one of the Nationals announcers when they came back for opening day this year. He was wearing a World Series ring.
Isn't that wild? And
yeah.
Very, very nice gesture.
No, it was.
All right, penalty goes against Wheeler County, and so now to be 1st and goal from the 3 for the Trojans. Power package in here now. Ray gonna keep it, get to the goal line, and the signal, touchdown Telfair. Just working again to that right side that time, guys. Brought in some extra blocking there, 2 tight ends.
So that would make it what, guys? 19-12? Yeah.
19-12, 3:54 to go in the half.
Tell you what, guys, Trojans came up off the deck after a rough start.
They have, and done a great job doing it, primarily just pounding the football right at these Wheeler County Bulldogs.
Mike, have they attempted, maybe one pass tonight, maybe 2?
I believe the one pass
towards the end zone?
Towards the end zone, that's right.
Davis Williams for the point after.
And bad snap here. And the holder's going to try to get away, but not going to be able to get away.
And that was Russ Ray brought down.
Jeremy Williams on the tackle for Wheeler County as the 2-point conversion is no good, but Telfair leads at 19-12, 3:54 to go in the half.
Again, guys, if you notice, Russ Ray is, he's fine, but he's walking kind of slow after being tackled like that. You don't want to see a quarterback, walking a little bit slow like that.
No.
Hopefully he's all right.
Hopefully so.
So a huge turnover there. Great play by Zakirion Smith. And that interception set up that touchdown.
Thanks, Mike. So 19-12. It's a 1-touchdown deficit. If you're Telfair, Mike, what do you do now? Just keep on with what brought you here?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Keep doing what you're doing. I think the defense is getting a better handle also on what Wheeler County's trying to do as well.
Absolutely. And again, both teams have made adjustments right now at the very beginning. Wheeler with that 12-point lead, and boy, Telfair has definitely made some good adjustments.
Definitely have. I think, especially on the offensive side of the ball, just really committing themselves to the running game.
For Wheeler to stay in it, they got to keep the mistakes at a minimum and move the ball.
All right, here for the kickoff. Another short kick taken on the 29 by number 4. He's across the 35. Trying to go to the far side of the field, to the sideline, to the 45, to the 50, cross the 50, over to out of bounds
And guys, that was Brandon Smallwood. We've seen him on the kickoff return earlier for about 17, 18 yards to start the game. Looks like there is a flag probably where what? Maybe a illegal block possibly?
Probably a block in the back more than likely.
I've enjoyed my partner TJ here. He's been keeping me abreast of all the scores, man. Between watching baseball scores and the Trojans, he's having a field day, aren't you, T?
Would have been a 22-yard return there for Smallwood, but this looks like it will come back. Well, I guess there was no flag, so
he must have picked it up.
They picked the flag up, apparently.
Bulldogs are in Telfair territory, guys.
So they'll take over on the Telfair 47, 3:42 to go in the half. Again, 2 receivers left, 2 right, a single back, bring a man in motion, fake it to him, and go right up the middle. And that is number 3, and he's still going, and he breaks it, and he's going to go the distance for a touchdown.
And guys, that was Jason Culver, who normally is not the quarterback.
Yep, they lined him up at quarterback.
Was that like a wildcat formation?
Basically, it was. They used that jet motion. They faked it to him, and then Culver kept it off of that. And I thought the Trojans were going to have him pinned in there, but somehow he pulled a Houdini act and broke away and scores the touchdown. 47-yard touchdown run for Culver, with the extra point pending here as Wheeler looks to try to tie the game. Trojans screaming to fans to block it. Low line drive kick, no good, so the Trojans keep the lead.
All right, guys, again, there's 3 minutes, 31 seconds left. Our broadcast is going well. Patty said we'll have a little trouble with the clock on the bottom of the screen, or we don't have a clock on the bottom of the screen, so we'll kind of keep up with the time a little bit here. 3:31 left, and the first half 19-18. For the big game today is, I think we all agreed, this is going to be a close one.
No, absolutely. This will be a shootout. I mean, we've got people in the comments, too, saying it's going to be a shootout.
Absolutely.
You know, it's been a microcosm of two different means of scoring. You've got Telfair that's just had these long, sustained drives, and then Wheeler County with a couple of big plays that has kind of set up their scores.
Absolutely.
The fake punt.
And, Mike, one of the things on that, those quick scores you might look at, is will fatigue set in on that Wheeler defense? Because being out there on those long, sustained drives, or can they get a stop?
That's true. That's true. That's one of the Trojans, I think, just definitely right here, guys, what I'd like to see is just the Trojans continue to pound the football and eat up those last 3 minutes, 31 seconds, and maybe tack on a touchdown here before the half.
And like I say, Mike, you're absolutely right. You go with what brought you here. And, again, that running game, jet sweep, has been very effective tonight.
All right, back deep for Telfair. Manny Cone, and
there's that Jalen Clemens, guys.
Actually, that's 22, isn't it, on the near side?
Yeah, 22.
That is Jalen Smith, right? Jalen Hamilton.
Jalen Hamilton.
All right. Line drive kick taken by Cone on the 20, coming across the 30 to the breaks a tackle across the 40, 45, and down about the 46-yard line.
Tackle made by number 23 for the Bulldogs.
26-yard return.
I believe the tackle was number 13.
Mikael Robinson.
Mikael Robinson went low.
So 3:22 to go here in the half. Telfair clinging to a 19-18 lead.
And TJ's counting down the minutes for popcorn.
They'll take over on the 46-yard line.
No, you may have been right on that. Number 23 is the injured player, or was for Wheeler.
Make that the 40, yeah.
Blaine Johnson.
Blaine Johnson.
And I don't think they're going to give him the 46. Looks like they're spotted all right on the 45. Yep, so Telfair will take over on their own 45, 3:22 to go.
Appreciate all the comments coming in tonight. And again, for those of you just joining us, it's 19-18. Trojans up by 1, 3:22 left. In the half.
First and 10 on the 45.
19-18 here. Both teams have one timeout left here in the half. All right, Trojans come up to the line.
You want to talk to?
That same offensive line unit that we've lined up the same way. Tukes will be in at tight end. Hey, guys, could we see that
That tight end pass again?
Yep, over the middle.
Very effective earlier.
Timeout.
I'm thinking, guys, is that their third timeout?
I believe so.
That's the final timeout for the Trojans there, yep. I think they only had 10 men on the field.
Very good timeout then to call at that point. Again, just stay tuned with us at the half. Again, we'll certainly go over our sponsors. We also, I believe the Wheeler County Band may be performing on the field. The Telfair Band, I think, will be doing a selection of songs from the stands tonight. For those of y'all just joining, just asking, what happened with that. I believe there was some maintenance being done with the band equipment, which is going to make them have to stay in the stands, but it'll be great to hear them again.
A cake giveaway, a 14-layer caramel cake. And a coconut cake, $1 per ticket or $5 for 6 tickets. See Miss Iris down.
All right, Mike, we're getting ready, guys, to come back here in the second quarter.
Let's see.
First down, 3:22.
All right, trips to the far side. Tight end here to the near side. Single back. Wheeler County, no safeties deep, creeping everybody up. Jet motion coming outside is Cone across the 45 to the 46. Didn't get much of anything there.
What, 1, 2 yards? Oh, he went further than I thought.
Actually, they'll give him
2 yards.
Give him 2, yeah.
And again, guys, one of these freshmen, Landon Wilson, made the tackle.
Actually, they gave him 3. Oh, now they're going to spot it back. No, it is a 2-yard game. So, again, Trojans line up 3 receivers to that far side. Tukes the tight end on this side. Single back. Snap. Looking. Ray looking. Gets pressure. Gets away. Running to his left, but will not elude the second defender there.
Ray on the carry. Tackle by
And will go down for a loss.
And Jacob, I'm looking on that play, and I may be wrong, but it looked like we were really loaded up on the right side.
Yeah, they did, and they didn't, and by no means did they have trouble getting through.
And he's going to lose about
3rd and 13 for the Trojans.
6 yards?
About 6 yards on the play, yep.
2 minutes, 39 seconds and counting in the first half.
So they got 3rd and...
All right, 2 receivers here to this side. Snap. Handoff. Blankenship cuts it up inside
Chip on the carry.
and gets a chunk of it back.
All right, it's 4th down.
It's going to be 4th and 5 here. So he got 8 back.
Looks like Mike they're going to go for
Might as
it.
well, wouldn't you?
You just want to be careful.
I was going to say, or do you think there's too much time? Plus the field position.
2 receivers here into the boundary. Snap. They'll give it to Blankenship. Can he get it? Ball is loose.
I
And he's
don't think
down.
he made it, guys.
And he's going to be a couple yards short of the first down.
Chip on the carry.
Again, Trojans trying to work off that right side of the line again, but this time
Got a down Wheeler player. No, he's up. No.
About 2 on the carry.
All right, guys, 1 minute, 44 seconds left, and Wheeler with the ball. This could be interesting here as we go in towards the half.
Trojans needed 5, only got 3 there.
And Mr. D, one thing I'm curious about too, now that Wheeler, this will probably be Wheeler's last drive because they're probably going to try to milk the clock. I'm curious as to when they will use that 1 remaining timeout.
That's a good point. I was thinking that same thing, Jacob. do you start going to the air here, or do you still stay with that Kinsey and Culver combination?
That's a good question. I mean, what they've done all night with that running, I mean, you would go by the old phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
All right, again, 2 receivers here into the boundary, 2 to the far side, a single back in the pistol. Bring a man in motion. Going to give to the running back.
Culver.
Not much there for Culver that time. He ran into, was that Jan or Rogers?
Andrew Jan.
1 minute, 30 seconds left.
22, who was that again?
That is Jalen Hamilton, yep.
So they teamed up on that tackle there. You pretty much got to team up to get him down,
All right, they bunched the receivers in tight here, still a single back. Bring a man in motion here. Kinsey going to toss it to the running back going to the right. He was trying to get outside.
Nowhere.
Yeah, good defense. He was trying to bounce it outside, but the Trojans strung it out well, and he had to cut it up inside, and just nothing there. Great defense that time, guys.
Guys, do you think that Wheeler's satisfied to go in down by 1, or do you think they're going to try that timeout because it's down to 45 seconds?
They don't seem to be in any hurry here. So
I think they're going to end up using this timeout.
I'm kind of thinking they're glad. I don't know, though. They got the receivers 2 on each side, don't they, guys?
You got to be careful here if you're the Trojans, the secondary. Don't let a receiver get behind you. Snap to Kinsey, back. Looking, going to throw out in the flat to number 7. He eludes one man, but then tackle made by Jan again.
20 seconds left.
Big stops on this series.
Looks like they're going to let the clock run, guys, or either try one long one. We'll see. 12 seconds left, down to 10. Hurrying up to the line. Go ahead, Mike.
Looks like they will just try to get it off before. I don't know if they're going to get it off. I don't think they see the clock. They just did not get it off, and that will end the half.
Hang on, Mike. There is a penalty flag.
I think they did get it off, and you had a wide receiver with an early start over there. Yeah, you had a false start. They got the snap off.
All right, so that will, though.
But it will be a false start penalty.
They are talking to the Wheeler County players. Let's see.
Now, can we decline a false start penalty?
Well, did the penalty happen before the clock ran out? That's a good question. Looks like they're greater minds than ours are discussing it down there. Guys at the
I may be wrong, Mr. D, but I do believe that the flag was thrown almost right as the clock went off.
Right. Again, at the half, guys, we'll probably take a break and let the band play and then come back.
Because one would think the Trojans could just decline the penalty and half over, but my only question is, being a false start penalty, there's always a question about those. I don't think you can decline because of it being
it looks like they've got it down, set back at the 46-yard line, 4th down. Looks like we may have an injured player down here. Or either someone here, looks like. We'll see.
And looks like we've got someone that's...
looks like a band member may have gotten sick for the Wheeler County. I'm not sure. We'll take a look.
Could just be a situation with this heat out here tonight.
Absolutely.
Very high humidity.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks okay, but again, that humidity must have gotten to her.
So they'll put 1 second back on the clock.
Well, guys, what do? Do you take a knee or do you just take a gamble?
No reason not to chunk one up and see what happens here. Try to throw it deep. And,
well, while we have a break in the action, Jacob or Mike, any surprises, anything that's been a little bit unusual that you didn't anticipate with this game tonight?
I think I'm surprised. I did not realize the athleticism of these wide receivers for Wheeler County. Yes, a little running back as well.
Yeah, same here. I mean, like I told Mr. Deep while ago, this Jason Culver kid, I'm surprised by him. I'm a freshman. He's going to be an absolute beast for Wheeler in the coming years, and just this all around. The running game all around is just, I didn't expect the running game to be this top-notch tonight.
I was going to say, great point. Go ahead, Mike.
Here we go. Final snap of the half. Quarterback back. I think they were going to try to do a double pass, but the pass was actually forward and he dropped it, so it was incomplete. And that'll do it. That will end the half with your score: Telfair 19, Wheeler County 18. What has been a lot of scoring and a lot of activity here to start this this season off. Good game here, brewing.
Jacob, if you don't mind, have y'all got the sponsor list up there? Let's hit them one more time before the band comes out.
Yeah, we do. For the last time this half, big thanks goes to Telfair County High School, CL Defense, Telfair Snapshots, Telfair County Chamber of Commerce, Merchants and Citizens Bank, Deep and Deeper Cleaning, Telfair County Recreation Department, Friends of Little Monkey State Park, Stamps Walker Insurance Agency, Bank of Lumber City, Telfair County Bank. Big thanks to our patron sponsors as well: Sam Davidson, Lieutenant at the Telfair County Sheriff's Office and Chaplain of the Community Outreach Program, and the Champs instructor, and to Lynn Brown Harrelson as well. Big thanks to these sponsors that make everything possible for us.
And again, I'm going to ask the CEO, Patty, you going to be watching with the band while we take a short break? Are you going to be doing the band for us? Okay, and then if you can't get to the band, you'll go to commercial while we step out for just a moment.
Wheeler County Schools is proud to present the Wheeler County Marching Band. Drum majors Alexis Griffin and Rebecca Phillips. Is the band ready? In 1958, a gentleman by the name of Barry Gordon started a small record company in Detroit, Michigan that catered to people of color in what was a predominantly white record industry. 60 years later, the name Motown is synonymous with some of the most well-known music of the 60s and the 70s. We start off tonight with a salute to one of Motown's most famous men's groups, the Temptations. With their matching outfits and choreography, they were thrust into the limelight under Barry's tutelage. We hope you enjoy parts of Get Ready, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, and Ain't Too Proud to Beg.
like those well-known, but they were several others. We featured the scenes, Marmalets, and Tammy Terrell along with Margay. We hope you enjoy Ain't No One High Enough, Business Postman, and Stop in the Name of Love.
Let's give the Wheeler County Band a round of applause.
Listening, we're trying to pick up the band, the Telfair County High School band. They're going to play from the stands, and we're in an area where the fans are here too, so we may not be able to pick them up, but we're going to try. Thank you for watching D Productions.
On behalf of Telfair County School Superintendent Leonard Harrelson, TCHS Principal Eric Howard, and Assistant Principal Bill Wood, welcome to tonight's halftime performance. The Trojan Band is under the direction of Ms. Laura Freund and Assistant Director Emily Davidson. Tonight's performance will include this year's show opener, Firework by Katy Perry, as well as a variety of stand favorites. The band is under the stand supervision of drum majors Hannah Williams and Christiana Brown Reese. Drum majors, is your band ready to perform? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Telfair County Trojan Regiment.
before they start that.
CL Defense, located at 104 West Oak Street, McRae, is a proud sponsor of Deep Productions. CL Defense offers a wide selection of guns, ammunition, and firearm accessories. As a federally licensed firearms dealer, Chris Ellis and Lamar Marshall can help you find exactly what you need at a price you can afford. You can call Chris or Lamar or the friendly staff at CL Defense at 229-860-1440 or 229-315-1721 to get more information on their inventory, or you can text them at those numbers. Also, their store hours are open 3:30 to 6 p.m. Monday through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays. For all of your firearms needs, please visit CL Defense, not only a proud sponsor of Deep Productions, but it's the best little gun shop in Georgia. Telfair Snapshots, under the direction of Bob Hendricks, is a photography business specializing in sports, nature, wildlife, landscape, wedding, and senior portraits. These special moments in your life can be made into videos, collages, and invitations. Telfair Snapshots has posted the 2019 softball and football pictures. For more information, contact Bob Hendricks at 229-868-2530 or email him at telfairsnapshots@yahoo.com or go to the website telfairsnapshots.com. Telfair Snapshots, a proud supporter of Deep Productions. The Telfair County Chamber of Commerce, located at 9 East Oak Street in McRae, Helena, is a proud supporter of Deep Productions. Under the direction of Paula Anderson, the Chamber of Commerce offers information on economic development, employment, and educational opportunities, as well as how to start your own business. To get more information about many of the events going on in the Telfair County area, please contact Paula at the Chamber of Commerce, phone number 229-868-6365. Or if you want to contact her on the internet, go to rogers@telfairco.org or www.telfairco.org, or on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Telfair County, Georgia. Again, the Telfair County Chamber of Commerce, a proud sponsor of Deep Production. The Merchants and Citizens Bank is a proud sponsor of Deep Productions. The Merchants and Citizens Bank has been in business in the local community since 1929. They offer a wide range of products and services, ranging from traditional items to items more in step with the 21st century. In addition to internet banking, they are now pleased to announce that they have a new mobile app to help make banking with them even more convenient. Located at 6 Cottage Street in McRae, Helena, Merchants and Citizens Bank is an equal housing lender and a member FDIC. Merchants and Citizens Bank, a proud sponsor of Deep Productions. Deep and Deeper Cleaning, LLC, has been in business for over 11 years. Deep and Deeper Cleaning is a proud supporter of Deep Productions. Deep and Deeper Cleaning cleans businesses, events, and rental properties. Also, Deep and Deeper Cleaning does small yard work, weed eating, and of course, the cleaning up of the area. Would you like a free estimate? Call Tim at 229-315-2569 and see what Deep and Deeper Cleaning can do for you. Deep and Deeper Cleaning, a proud supporter of Deep Productions. All right, this is Deep Productions. We're back here at Trojan Field, where right now the Telfair Trojans are leading the Wheeler County Bulldogs by a score of 19-18. I have a couple of minutes before we get back into the ball game, and Mike, doing the play-by-play here tonight. Some of your impressions of the first half.
Talked about how the Trojans have dominated this series, but Wheeler County came to play tonight, and I think that's very evident from early in the game, rolling the dice and going for it there on 4th down. And then the big 3rd down conversion early in the game as well. And Trojans, I think, Tim, one of the things we got to shore up a little bit is our tackling on defense.
Absolutely. I tell you, the misdirections of the quarterback, again, the way he's so elusive for Wheeler County, that's giving us a little fits. And then, of course, you know, I'm sure it's not called the Wildcat since it's run by the Bulldogs. But that one, again, you know, the Wildcat that resulted in a touchdown, that was great ball play by Wheeler, you know?
Yeah, and, I mean, you think about the play early in the game, what covered about 58 yards was simply just a little wide receiver screen out here. We miss a tackle, and he's off to the races.
It's funny, Mike, being out here and listening to everybody. As I went towards the concession stand, the general consensus is a lot of folks are surprised tonight at it, and I've heard some say they didn't know Wheeler had these kind of athletes in the skill positions, and Mike, it kind of reflects some of the things you said. On the other hand, for the Trojans, man, hey, that running game and that offensive line, they look dominant at times.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the key for the Trojans, Tim. I think we've just got to keep pounding and try to wear this Wheeler County defense down.
Absolutely. Again,
been very impressed with we were talking about Jason Culver, the young man that had the long touchdown run on that Wildcat play. He is only a 9th grader.
Exactly.
So he was on that, as we talked about, he was on that team last year, that middle school team that won the championship.
Saw a couple of tackles, again, made earlier tonight, one by, I believe, Landon Wilson, who's also a freshman. Couple of sophomores. I tell you, this interesting, Mike, is the quarterback, again, for Wheeler is a junior, and so he's only going to get better as it takes a look.
Yep, no doubt about it.
But, Mike, overall, like I say, I think the Trojans did a great job of bouncing back from that 12-0 deficit and not being intimidated or upset. They just kind of stayed businesslike, made the adjustments, and moved on.
Yep, I agree. And so it's going to come down to which team can make the plays in the second half and which team that wants it more.
All right, and I'm going to pull one on you, Mike. We're going to turn it back over to the legendary voice of the Trojans, Mike Spires.
All right, let's see what happens here as we kick it off here in the second half. And Trojans will be moving from north to south here. Line drive kickoff. And it'll get past Manny Cone. That's a live ball. He's got to get on it. He fields it inside the 5. Turns it upfield across the 10, and he will be tackled around the 16, 17-yard line. So costly, a little bit of a mistake there, Tim, on the kickoff.
Absolutely, and again, Wheeler County fundamentally sound enough to take advantage and back them up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a play. You've got to field that ball, and by letting it get behind all the way inside the 5, lost some critical field position there.
And Mike, this is again, I know it's early. Crucial part of the ball game is both sides try to regain that little bit of momentum.
Yeah, Trojans definitely need a good drive here.
Harvey's gift certificate.
All right, Trojans come up to the line, ball on their own 18, leading it 19-18. They have 2 receivers to the far side, and we're actually short a man here. 1 receiver here.
And Mike, they got Russ Ray spread out on the side.
Snap. And they'll hand it off to Blankenship, I believe, but just nothing there that time. Might have even lost a couple of yards. Did you catch the tackle there?
I did not, Mike. I guess I'll have to use my old thing, the host of dogs.
But great penetration by Wheeler County, and actually, I guess they'll spot it. It'll be no gain, I guess.
Right, 2nd down 10. Just joining us.
2nd and 11, my bad.
Just joining us, 11 minutes, 20 seconds left in quarter number 3.
All right, 2 receivers in here to the boundary, 1 to the far side. Single back with an up back there. They'll bring a man in motion. Handoff jet sweep. Cuts it up inside. Across the 30. Across the 35, 40. 45, 50. 45, 40.
He's got 1 minute to beat.
And knocked out of bounds all the way down. At near the 20, inside the 20-yard line. Great run there.
Mike, that was an incredible run. Nice blocking again by the interior lineman to get him outside.
And that was Jalen Hamilton, and he's limping a little bit now. But a great run there.
And Mike, that's the first time I think we've called Jalen's name tonight, isn't it?
I believe it is.
Real quick, we've had over 6,000 reaches on this broadcast tonight, guys.
And that's about a, 63-yard run there?
Absolutely.
Close to it. That's a real impressive number on the reaches there, Mr. Deep.
Absolutely. Appreciate everybody watching tonight.
Snap. Hand off to Zakarian coming off the right side, but not much room there. And Wheeler County doing a good job, not letting us get anything there on the edge that time.
Again, Mike, that run, though, basically really kind of switched field position.
Yes, it did. That was a huge play. Ball on the 20 here. Actually, maybe the 21. Actually lost a 2 on that. So it'll be second down and 12. Now, 2 receivers to the far side, tight end, and an H-back here to this side. Single back. Fake. Ray going to keep it, going to his left, and tried to get outside, but no doing there. Run down from behind.
Mike, that play as it developed looked like he was going to have some running room.
But the defender for Wheeler County, give him credit. He really closed in, so some great closing speed.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Wheeler there for actually just closing up that edge. I mean, Ray was trying to look for a place to go upfield, but he kept going toward the sideline.
And now after that big play, what looked like a great opportunity, and now Trojans will have to convert a big third down here. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Are you looking at the jet sweep again, possibly?
I'd say look for Tukes, a pass to Tukes. He's lined up at tight end. Snap, jet sweep coming to the right, and the tackle he'll be tackled for a loss there.
Number 8, it looked like Cole McDaniel. I believe that was the number that made the initial hit. That was nice anticipation, guys.
Where's the blocking, people? Where's the blocking?
Yeah, that's kind of been an issue here, And give Wheeler County credit. The Trojans kind of wore them out, running to that side over and over and over again. And Wheeler County maybe has made an adjustment now to try to counteract that.
Okay, guys, first time out of the half is 8 minutes, 53 seconds, but the clock keeps running. Up there, stopped at 8:52. If you're just joining us, 19-18. Trojans up by 1. Wheeler jumped out to an early 12-0 lead. Trojans came flying back with 19 unanswered points. Wheeler came back with a 6th spot to make it 19-18, guys.
Yeah, this will be a big, this deep in territory, outside of field goal range, I think, you obviously are going for it here.
And, Mike, when you take a look at this situation with them, for Trojans, again, a first down or a touchdown would be huge. On the other hand, if Wheeler stops them, they're really in this ball game.
Yeah, and given the fact that Wheeler gained a lot of momentum, guys, right there before the end of the half, if they could get a stop here, they would be feeling very good about themselves.
Mike, it kind of reminds me, being a big Georgia fan, as you and Jacob and myself are, Munson, of course, was, the master of this. I remember some of these games, they even say, I was talking to some people before the game, they said it was going to be close. And again, that's kind of the way this one is. I was talking to some folks before the game, Wheeler and Telfair, all agreed it's going to be close, and they were right tonight.
All right, let's see what the Trojans do here. We got 3 receivers. Now, this will be an empty set here. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. 2 here into the boundary.
Looks like one is uncovered over there by Wheeler. They called a timeout. Mike, did you see that over there on the far side?
Yeah, they didn't like the setup there, so looked like they were maybe in cover 3 there.
Again, good call by the coach for Wheeler to recognize that and run over to that official because, again, guys, if I can recognize it, it's obvious because my football acumen isn't as good as you guys.
They definitely had numbers, the Trojans did there, so.
Mike, you and I found a score update of a game that we picked a while ago that was kind of surprising to us.
Cairo leading Fitzgerald 32-7. That was in the
Well, that was before halftime, wasn't it?
It was before halftime. Let's see. Yeah, that was the second quarter score. And
Mike, we got Jacob a big Braves update. Braves down 7-3. Chuck down here was just telling me Freddie Freeman hit a grand slam. It's 7-7.
Wow. And this is kind of a shocker. Warner Robins 13, Valdosta 3 at the half.
I wonder who chose that.
So Rush Prost in his high-powered offense, not off to a great start. All right, empty set.
Rush's California quarterback might not be any good.
Snap. Ray looking, pressure coming, and they'll sack him. Pressure that time from number 22, I believe.
Loss of yardage on the play.
And Mike, the number 22,
Dylan Williams,
a freshman.
Wow.
I'm telling y'all, these freshman guys, they're playing some ball tonight. You got a couple of them out there. It's a young team.
Well, you know, anytime you go empty set like that, I mean, you don't have a back there to help with blitz pickup. So,
Mike, on a play like that, do you have to get the ball out pretty quick?
Yeah, you definitely do.
All right, 8:44 left, quarter number 3. Wheeler County with the ball down by 1. Trojans up 19-18. Back to you guys.
All right, they'll go 4 receivers here. Two left, 2 right. They're kind of bunched in there close to the line of scrimmage in tight. Single back. Trojans in again, their base defense here.
Looks like there's an official's timeout. Trying to figure out where to spot the ball properly. All those side markers.
It'll be first down, and the ball is spotted on the 26, I believe.
All right, guys, now we're ready for play.
Snap to Kinsey. Going to just fire it out here in the flat to number 4 across the 30 to the 35. Out to about 36-yard line, forced out of bounds.
Brandon Smallwood on the reception.
And again, guys, there's nothing fancy. Just quickly get the ball out to your playmaker and let him try to make a one-on-one move outside. Now, flag down on the play.
Mike, did y'all catch the call on that one?
It was a signal, offensive pass interference.
Block in the back.
Or block in the back.
Okay.
That would have to be, yeah, because the...
So again, that 7 or 8 yard pickup will be nullified.
So a block in the back, a huge penalty there.
Will be celebrating her 18th birthday come Sunday.
But I tell you, the Trojans having a little trouble with these speedy wide receivers out here.
Absolutely. It looks like it was from the spot of the foul, guys. So the ball will be backed up to the 25-yard line. Repeat, first down.
Wheeler County all the way back.
First and 15.
Ball on the 15. Or on the 25, my bad. Snap to Kinsey. He'll just take again. Little pass out in the flat. They dropped the ball. Did the Trojans come up with it?
And was it a completed pass, guys?
I believe they're treating it as if it's a fumble.
It must have been.
But apparently the Bulldogs got on top of it.
Recover. A loss of 3 yards on the play.
And a loss of 3.
But Mike, Jacob, that little pitch and catch, Wheeler's been going to it most of this half.
Yeah, it seems to be working for them right now. I mean, they're actually running on their pace. They're actually starting to, looks like they're trying to, not necessarily tire Telfair out right now, but they're actually keeping them on their feet.
Bring a man in motion, snap. This time Kinsey's going to keep it himself. Fake the pitch and keep it, but he's corralled by 33, Jalen Smith.
Nice job by Jalen Smith on the tackle.
Number 33 for the Trojans.
That's the first time we've seen that little speed option there. Mm-hmm. Sprint out option, whatever you want to call it.
Trojans read it very well. 7 minutes, 25 seconds left, quarter number 3.
All right, the ball is spotted on the 26. They have to get to the 38, so it'll be 3rd and 12 here.
You know, Mr. D, the one thing that Wheeler's doing right now is that they've got Telfair running at their pace.
Good point, Jacob.
They bring a man in motion, snap, and here comes that little option again. Quarterback will pitch it this time. And the running back got to the corner, but he was knocked out short of the first down, but there might be a late hit.
And again, the runner on the ball was number 7, I believe, Landon Bell. Let's watch the call.
Tackle made by number 80, Billy Rogers.
Billy Rogers' name again called by Rex as the tackler. Billy's had a good night tonight.
And let's catch the call here. And it looks like it'll go against the Trojans.
And you know, though, Jacob, even though this is a penalty against the Trojans, we haven't seen many tonight. They played a more disciplined game.
Yeah, they have. Well, I mean, let's just hope that doesn't have a mirror effect where everything's backwards in the second half.
Yeah, that'll be a costly penalty. This will bring the ball all the way out to the 48-yard line.
And just as big, it goes from being a 4th down to a 1st.
All right. Wheeler again, 2 receivers left, 2 right. One's not on the line of scrimmage. Now he moves up. Back in the pistol. Kinsey back. Pump fake. Now rolling out to right. Now just going to throw it up. Intercepted. Intercepted by the Trojans.
Got a flag.
Got a man coming across the field to the 45, trying to get to the sideline.
But what's this flag?
There is a penalty marker. It looks like it may be against the Trojans. The defensive back looked like he was trying to plead his case. So it may be an interference on the Trojans. I can't say that for certain, but the way the defense is looking, I'm not sure, Mike.
Yeah, I don't like the body language, so. And, you know, the tough break in that is the quarterback was just basically throwing it up.
Just hoping.
Or grabs, hoping.
Pass interference on the Trojans.
And so,
again, we got some cheers, but it looks like it's on the Trojans possibly.
Yeah, it was passing.
Pass interference on the Trojans.
And so back-to-back costly penalties. We bragged on how the Trojans had not had a lot of penalties tonight, but now 2 costly ones.
All right, we got 6 minutes, 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Trojans up 19-18. We're waiting on the officials to decide how long the penalty will be.
Whoa.
It was 1st down on the 48.
And Coach Burleson certainly not happy at the moment.
Well, like I say, Mike, that was 2 costly mistakes. The first one cost a Telfair from making Wheeler have a 4th down. Now this one is going to negate an interception. So, again, those are 2 very costly mistakes.
Very costly. 6:47.
You would probably say this one more than the other because, I mean, this is there was an actual change of possession for the moment.
Yep. You're right, Jacob. Yeah. While we have a break in the action, thanks to all of you that are watching Deep Productions tonight. If it's a big event, Deep Productions will be there. So far, we've reached over 6,000 people. So, again, thanks for being a part of the Deep Production family.
So they'll mark this off, and it'll go all the way down to the Telfair 37-yard line. Now, Wheeler County up to the line. They're ready to go. The Trojans got to get back out there.
And again, guys, if Wheeler County scores here, this is going to send shockwaves throughout the region here.
No doubt.
As again, you know, Trojans were a heavy favorite coming in tonight.
Heavy favorite in this game, and also, you know, a team that Trojans picked finished 3rd in the region. I want to give a shout out to Brody Marchant tonight because I know he's probably watching the game. And Brody, we're thinking about you. Brody had a knee injury and is out for the season, but just to let you know that we're thinking about you, praying for you, and can't wait for the time when you're going to be back out here on this field next season ready to go.
Absolutely, Mike. Now, you know, these players put a lot of heart and soul into it.
That's right. So we're looking forward to Brody getting back out here, and I know he's pulling his teammates on tonight watching the game. All right, 6:47 to go.
Ball on the Trojan 36, Wheeler County with possession.
19-18, Telfair leading it. So Wheeler has two receivers here to the left, two to the right, kind of bunched together. Again, will we see another one of these little short, wide screens?
Guys, I apologize for laughing. TJ's been walking through the crowd, and obviously there's been a few adjectives, and TJ got tickled.
Guys, we have another penalty.
Now,
So
what was that one?
That had to
Is
be
that
something said
like
there.
a sportsmanlike? Let's see.
Would have to be. Sideline interference.
Sideline infraction.
So that's another call. So 45 yards of penalties on this drive have set Wheeler County up.
This right here is going to be kind of an inside conversation here, Mike. But Tyrese, what did you and I just talk about? Yeah.
And the officials go back together.
1st and 10, ball on the 21, 6:47 to go, and they're still talking about it.
Apparently, there's been some words said down towards the far end. And so, again, the officials are talking back a little bit, trying to figure this out. Coach Burleson trying to get a feel for what's going on.
I wonder who exactly drew the flag on the sideline.
Not sure, but one thing you got to do if you're the Trojan defense, you got to tune this out.
Yeah.
You got to focus in on what's going on right here.
Well, Mike and Jacob, I think y'all know, well, football is a game of discipline and composure. And when things really go right, or as you see, you just gotta keep it calm and game.
So this game has come to a screeching halt as well. The pace of the game.
Again, there may be something down there with the possibly with the camera or whatever. Oh, they've called the principal out here, Mr. Coward. Apparently somebody from the sidelines is going to have to be escorted out. Again, we don't know that for certain, but apparently some degrading remarks. They must not have heard the GHSA announcement at the beginning of the ball game.
An unfortunate situation here.
Again, so they're taking a couple of minutes here to kind of see what's going on. Guys, in the meantime, while everybody regroups, Jacob, do you have the sponsor list again?
Yeah, somewhere under this pile of papers.
All right, while Jacob, if he was, take a look, and we'll go ahead and do the sponsors here. While Jacob looks, we'll update us. 6 minutes, 47 seconds left in the third quarter, 19-18.
I got it.
Okay, and again, like we say, Trojans up by 1, but Wheeler County, thanks to a couple of costly penalties, are really deep in Trojan territory. Jacob, let's give a shout out to those sponsors.
For one more time, we got to go. Big thanks going out to the Telfair County High School, CL Defense, Telfair Snapshots, Telfair County Chamber of Commerce, Merchants and Citizens Bank, Deep and Deeper Cleaning, Telfair County Recreation Department, Friends of Little Monkey State Park, Stamps Walker Insurance Agency, Bank of Lumber City, Telfair County Bank, and our patron sponsors, Sim Davidson and Lynn Brown Harrelson.
The most gracious thank you to our 2020 guests.
Thank you, Jacob. We appreciate that. And again, as you may have heard, we've already reached over 6,000 people. Want to thank you guys that are watching and you're commenting. Thanks for keeping your comments nice, positive, clean, and as we want to support both our teams in a good, nice way.
Hilliard and Milton certified.
Going to see if could get anything on some of the other games.
And Mike, while you're looking that up, again, just update the Braves and the Nationals tied at 7. Freddie Freeman with a grand slam to tie that thing up, guys.
You can always count on old Fred.
Absolutely. And Mike, you said that Valdosta was losing earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
13-3.
13-3 to Warner Robins. Boy, that is Warner Robins is a great team, but I would have thought Valdosta would be doing a little better than that.
Let's give our 2020 cheerleaders.
Yeah, Mr. Deep, you would think so, especially under the new leadership. You know, Coach Russ Prost, who has a long rap sheet of winning there.
Oh, absolutely, he does. All right, Mike, I think we're back ready to get back to the play-by-play.
Here we go. Again, two receivers left, two right, single back, and a pistol. They bunch those two receivers together here. He moves the receiver inside a little more to a slot. Snap, bad snap, and he'll keep it. Got a blocking back out in front.
Quarterback keeper.
And Jacob, I don't think there were any penalty flags on that play.
No.
I don't see one.
Just a simple quarterback keeper that time, where Bale, the running back, was leading out in front as the lead blocker for Kinsey. And be
Go ahead, Mike.
2nd and 7 here.
6:20 left in the third.
Ball on the 18. Fans coming up with a defense chant. Snap to Kinsey. Low snap. That's looking. Going to fire towards the end zone. Caught at about the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Guys, could you tell who made the catch? Was that number 12?
I believe it's number 2.
1st and goal.
Yep, number 2. Again, Josh Williams.
Josh Williams, a senior.
Just a simple out route there. A heads-up play, though. Again, Kinsey, the poise to take that low snap, pick it up, and make something out of it.
Absolutely. I have a fan request here for a score. You think you could look that up right quick? They want to know how Camden County is doing.
All right, let's see.
While Mike's checking that out, we have 6 minutes, 2 seconds left. Timeout on the field. Your score, Trojans 19, Bulldogs 18. Bulldogs are 1st and goal at the 2 when we come back.
Camden County trailing Richmond Hill 14-9 in the 3rd quarter. And, of course, Richmond Hill has a famous alum, played at Mississippi State, one Nick Fitzgerald.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Guys, we have a fan request here from down here with the in the bleachers. I want to know what happened to the cookies.
There's still a few there.
All right, we got to get them out to the ball game tonight.
You want us to drop them down there to you, Mr. D?
You could, but I got the human garbage disposal TJ with me. He's liable to get them cookies before me tonight, so I'm going to have to hang up on that, buddy.
10-4.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 2. Right now, the Trojan defense got to really bear down right here.
Let's hear it for our Trojans.
That's 29 in the backfield for Wheeler County. Is that Williams, I believe?
I believe so. Mike will double check it.
Snap to Kinsey. Bad snap. He corrals it, picks it up.
Get to him.
He's just trying to heave it up in the back of the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. What an incredible catch.
I believe it was number 3. Was that Culver again? No, number 5 that time.
Quinshot Edwards. If that was number 5, I missed a number. Boy, I thought they had the quarterback, guys. So just like that, 24-19, Wheeler, 3rd quarter.
Sometimes the ball just doesn't bounce your way, does it? And
well,
you got to give Kinsey credit. That's 2 plays in a row he's had a bad snap, and he's managed to pull a Houdini act and get a pass off.
And they're
go for 2.
Going for 2, Mike.
He'll just take and keep it and try to go for the corner.
Quarterback keeper.
And he'll be into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I got a text from Joey Marchant here. It says that it's the Valdosta and Warner Robins here. It says the Valdosta O-line is having a very tough time blocking Warner Robins here. It says lots of penalties on both sides, though. Sanchez, what I'm guessing is one of the quarterbacks on for whatever team, I'm not exactly
sure. Yeah, that
is
the quarterback for Valdosta.
Well, it says Sanchez is tough. It says been sacked at least 4 times in the first half.
Wow. So
guys, 26-19 here. Again, Mike, Jacob, we got about a quarter and a half. What's the keys for the Trojans at this point?
Well, offensively, the Trojans, Tim, were doing such a great job with that. They were using that running game and off that right side and just working it. But it seemed like Wheeler County made an adjustment to that and has kind of figured that out. So I think you got to come out and you've got to figure out some wrinkles. I would like to see a little bit of play action and try to hit Tukes, down the seam, line him up at tight end and work that.
And, Mike, that did work earlier tonight for the Trojans, again on a big gainer by Tukes.
But the danger here, you've given Wheeler County life, and they have got momentum.
And I'll tell you, going into the 4th quarter, if it stays like this or even tied, it's anybody's game. And we haven't seen one like this between Wheeler and Telfair in a number of years.
No. 5:47 to go, 26-19. Wheeler leading it. Maxwell Preps had Telfair a 37-point favorite in this game. So the Wheeler County players might have read those press clippings and gotten a little fired up.
Absolutely.
All right, here's the kickoff. It's a low line drive kick. Cone will pick it up around the 18, and he's going to try to come across to his right, trying to get outside and just cannot get there.
That was number 29, I believe, on the tackle. That was Jeremy
Williams, and he's pumped up. Now we got a flag down.
The speed of the Wheeler County special teams there was very impressive.
Very impressive.
Penalty marker on the field.
And we have a down Trojan. We'll try to get that number. Guys, can y'all pick out who that is?
Let me get a look.
Okay, they're going to try to pick him up off the field.
It looks like Jerry O'Cone. I think he's got a bad cramp.
It looks that way.
He's holding his hamstring.
And let's hope he's okay. Let's hope that's all it is.
Absolutely.
But you know, that's a couple of times, guys, that the squib kick, that line drive squib kick by Wheeler County, we've not handled it very well.
Oh, you're right. Absolutely. You know, Mike, like I say, when you're down here with the fans a little bit, there's definitely some restlessness going on down here with the Telfair fans. Again, definitely trying to, exhort their team to get fired up.
Well, you think about Wheeler County, 6 long years since they beat the Trojan and only winning a couple in the last 16, so they're fired up. They've got a chance to. All right, Trojans up to the line here. Tight end and to this side. Fake handoff. Man, oh my goodness. Ray trying to come out to his left, but a great open field tackle by
Brandon Smallwood.
He's all over the place.
I was going to say, Mike, we have called his name a number of times along with Kinsey and Culver.
This Wheeler County team, not the biggest guys, but they are super fast. Been very impressed with their athleticism here tonight. I don't think we can run east and west. I think we've got to run north and south.
I'm like you, Mike.
Tight formation here. Snap will go with a jet sweep.
Get upfield now.
And nothing.
Man, ain't getting nowhere.
And Jacob, I think it was you or Mike a little while ago said towards the end of the half, it looked like Wheeler had made some adjustments.
And now we got another player down. That's the ball carrier.
3 on the carry.
Can you get a number, Mike?
Trying to see.
3rd and 7.
It's Jalen Clemens, I believe.
It looks like that may be possibly a cramp.
It could be.
The way they're stretching him out.
You know, guys, I thought he had some room if he had continued to try to bounce that outside, but he cut back up in.
Yeah, he cut a little early. Mm-hmm. I don't think he had a little bit more room to get outside and then make a later cut.
And Mike, you and Jacob, as I say, know a lot more about strategy, but would you think maybe, again, just use that offensive line and just go, as you said, Mike, north-south a little bit?
Yeah, I think that's where you're going to have your most, especially with the size advantage. Of course, right now you're in a passing down 3rd and 7 here.
Good point. 4 minutes, 41 seconds. If you're just joining, just left in the 3rd quarter. Wheeler County 26, Trojans 19. Again, just a quick recap. Wheeler's jumped out to an early 12-0 lead. Telfair came back with 19 unanswered points. And then since then, Wheeler's come back with 14 unanswered to take the lead. So, guys, this is going to be anybody's game, but a very entertaining game up to this point.
No doubt.
Again, guys, while we have just a minute, Mike, I know being, of course, college football fan and a Bulldog fan, again, we're still waiting again for the, as we say, the big boys to play. But any reaction to you guys about the Georgia quarterback opting out here at this point?
Yeah, you know,
a little bit surprising.
A little surprising. Maybe some things that some of the beat writers said maybe not as surprising as they've been hearing. So And they're going to have to help him off the field.
Did we catch a number on that, guys?
I believe it's Clemens. No, it's 22. 22. That's going to be Jalen Hamilton, I believe.
Yeah, who had a big run just a little while ago. But, yeah, that kind of caught me by surprise. But, again, with the delay of the season, 3 weeks, again, I would imagine Georgia will definitely make some adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I believe so. I mean, you still got the transfer from USC, JT Daniels, coming in, who seems to be doing real good, still in a no-contact situation, so just out there throwing passes. And also you got DeJuan Mathis, who's been there now. He's got some a lot of practice.
Ray rolling out, looking. He's got Rogers, but did not have time to get it to him.
And that was a late hit.
Right. So that may bail us out and give us a first down here.
Made by number 20 for the Bulldogs.
And I think possibly one of the Bulldogs was a little over-exuberant and tackled after the tackle was made on the sidelines.
Yeah, I think you got a Bulldog cramped up now, but he was able to make it. He's back over there on the sideline now.
It looked like Rogers was breaking open on a corner route, but I just believe Ray just didn't have time to get rid of it and get it. Didn't see him quick enough.
Well, you know, in that case, there is that if he either didn't see him or was just running out of time, throw it somewhere.
Well, guys,
throw it somewhere out of bounds. I mean, don't keep it inbounds.
Hey, guys, the numbers keep going up. Thank you guys that are watching. We have reached 8,300 people tonight for this first ball game of the season. Wow. 8,300 reaches. 89 shares.
One thing we're really seeing, Wheeler, they're not keeping. They're playing some man coverage. We haven't shown that we're going to throw it downfield. Inside handoff, Blankenship breaking it back across the 50. Stiff arms a man and gets it down to the 42-yard line. A big gain.
Nice gain by Trey Blankenship.
A pickup of about 22 yards.
That's what we need to see, Mike.
Pickup of 22.
And a huge run there. And that's what we talked about. That's where the strength for the Trojans is.
Ball's on the 44-yard line of Wheeler County. 4 minutes and 15 seconds, third quarter.
First and 10.
26 to 19. Wheeler leading at 4:12 to go. Clock ticking. And Trojans will split 2 receivers out here to the near side. They'll have Tukes lined up at tight end on that far side. 1 receiver split out over there. Single back. Bring a man in motion. Jet sweep coming to the right, turns it up across the 45-40, 35-30, and down to the 29 and a first down. Jalen Clemens, but let's catch the flag.
Pickup of 13.
Jalen Hamilton, my bad.
Mike, was he the injured Trojan a little while ago?
I think so.
Officials timeout. Looks like 2 players are kind of slow getting up.
Actually, that's Clemens, isn't it? Yeah, that's actually Jalen Clemens.
Yeah, I was going to say Clemens because I think Hamilton got a little shaken up on a previous
that's
play.
Right.
Blocking the back on the Trojans.
Blocking the back.
And that's a tough break. The injured Wheeler County player.
And guys, over this last 3 to 4 minutes, that's been 3 costly penalties on the Trojans.
You know, this game was really speeding along pretty good, but the third quarter has come to a slow crawl speed. Approaching 10 o'clock.
Mike, let me interrupt, and I apologize. We're getting some folks that don't know courtesy, and again, they are actually trying to put some bad comments on here. Please be aware that if you put a bad comment, you are going to be, it's going to be deleted immediately, and if we have to take down all comments because of a few folks, so be it. So again, most everybody's been great. We really appreciate it. But again, this is just a game, guys. Let's don't get too upset with one way or the other. And again, let's watch the language. And again, keep the comments positive. These are high school kids. They're working their butts off both sides and trying to do the best that they can. So again, let's keep the comments positive. And if that doesn't apply to you, then that's good because we know 99.9% of you are positive, and we appreciate you. Sorry, Mike.
That's all right. So the ball will come back out to the 45.
First and 12, Telfair.
It'll be 1st and 12 now. All right, Trojans this time will have 3 receivers bunched in here to the boundary, tied in on the other side, single back. Ray will keep it, go to his right, now running, but cutting it back to his left, trying to get to the outside, and gets a big gain. They actually will get the first down.
Nice job. I think he has it.
And now, is he down on the play? Could be another cramp here.
Guys, the CEO's having too much fun over there because I think some of them have come up with creative ways to express their anger without making bad comments. So we appreciate that. Don't make the bad comments. Let's have a good time.
Good run there by Russ Ray because the play was designed to go to the right, and then he saw an opening back, cut it back, and then was able to bounce it to the outside there.
Yeah.
Did he throw a little stiff arm there?
It looked like he did throw a little bit of a stiff arm there. He did a good job of then knowing when exactly to bounce it out.
And again, guys, Ray showed a little bit more speed at that point.
Yes, he did, definitely.
Is he the one over there cramped up?
Yeah, he is the one down right now.
We got 3 minutes, 26 seconds left in quarter number 3. 26-19 Wheeler, but the Trojans are on the move. Looks like we have a number 20 warming up on the sideline.
So I believe he will have to come out for one play, correct?
I think so.
That
looks like
DeQuavius Powell.
Yeah, DeQuavius Powell.
Looks like he's warming up possibly to come in. And again, Ray's done a great job here tonight. First game quarterback, I think he scored 1 touchdown, maybe 2, directed the offense very well. So again, he's limping a little bit, but I have a feeling he's going to try to come back in this game.
3:26, Wheeler leading at 26-19, the 2020 edition of the Border War.
And Mike DeQuavius Powell, if he is the one that's going in,
a first down, Trojan.
he is a sophomore. I don't believe he is, guys. Let's see who the quarterback is.
All right, Billy Rogers will be split out to the far side of the field. 2 receivers into this side. They're off the line. Tukes in at tight end.
I think it's Jalen Clemens.
Single back snap. Quarterback keeps. Might have got a yard.
Keeper.
Looked like there was a little confusion in the backfield, but no flags.
Looked like 29 and maybe 22 on the stop, both on the stop for Wheeler. That's Dylan Williams and Jeremy Williams, a brother combination there, I think.
2:40 left here in quarter number 3, and kind of a slow quarter, guys.
So no gain, same formation here. Formation strong here to the right. Snap. Ray looking, gonna throw deep, got a man open.
Come on, get third.
And it'll be interference.
Thank you.
It does look like a defensive pass interference study, guys.
That's Jalen Hamilton was the intended receiver.
I think that's the call we're going to get.
27 on the coverage for Wheeler County.
And y'all, Jalen Hamilton's starting to play a big role here as a senior in this offense.
Actually, that might be number 7, my bad. Is that Bell, Landon?
Yeah, Landon Bell, number 7.
So that'll be a first down for the Trojans.
So that's going to be first down.
On the 18-yard line.
Trojans getting ready to try to tie this up. 2:25 left. Wheeler County desperately trying to hang on to a 7-point lead.
Jalen Smith now in at running back.
And Ray was back at quarterback on the last play, Mike, so he must be okay.
Actually, Smith in at the blocking back, H-back. Snap. Bad snap. Trojans got to get on it. Scramble for the ball.
First looks.
Boy, this is going to be interesting. It looks like maybe the Trojans got it.
Whoa, we got a little bit of a pushing and shoving here.
Nobody wants to be at the bottom of that pile.
Somehow I think the Trojans came back up with that football.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I was looking through my binoculars, and like the first person I saw hit the ground was a Wheeler player.
Looks like there's another injured Trojan. And boy, y'all, that was a huge loss all the way from the 18 to the 19.
Yeah, that's Russ Ray down again.
Again, that would be a loss all the way back to around the 36, 37. That's about an 18-yard loss, y'all.
Yeah, it was 1st and 10 on the 19, and the ball is going to be spotted where? But is there a penalty? I thought I saw a flag.
Don't see a flag at the moment, but it could be a little bit of I don't know. There was a lot of pushing and shoving, wasn't it, guys?
I saw, about one or two people doing it.
Where will they spot the ball here?
One official has it, Mike, at the 38.
Yeah, that's where it'll be. So it'll be 2nd and 29, I believe, because the ball's on the 38. They have to 19. They have to get to the 9 for a first down.
So yeah, you're looking at it. All right, 1 minute, 35 seconds left here in quarter number 3, the quarter that will not end.
I think this might be one of the longest quarters in the history of our broadcasting.
It certainly feels like it.
Yeah, that's going to be about what, guys? 28 yards to go for a first, but it is 2nd down and 28.
Yeah, I think it's time now. If you're the Trojans, you've got to make some plays downfield in the passing game. Looks like Jalen Clemens is in at quarterback. Pressure coming. Clemens looking, gonna fire it up there for caught.
Was it caught?
And Mike was
incomplete.
Mike, was that intended for Tukes?
It was intended for Tukes. I thought for a moment he had it, but.
And you had called that play earlier tonight. It looked like it was there for a moment.
Third and long for the Trojans.
I thought he had it there.
But you know, I would come back to it again.
Clemens made a nice touch pass on that. It was right in the vicinity. Good play by the Wheeler County to break it up.
All right, a big 3rd down coming here.
Both teams have 2 timeouts left as we get ready to get to the latter stages of the 3rd quarter.
3rd and 29 here. Now Wheeler looks like they're gonna.
Ooh, 8-7.
Yeah, I think they're gonna drop out. Snap directly to Clemens, coming across the 35 to the 30, trying to get to the corner, and gets it down to the 21-yard line. So a big pickup there. He got a bunch of it back.
Looks like he picked up about 14 on that, Mike.
So at least gives you at least a chance here now.
So first down would be where? At the 8?
The 8 or 9 yard line. Looks more like the 9 to me.
Right.
And it's going to be spotted on
the 24-yard line.
So it'll be
4th and 14.
4th and 14 coming here.
We're down to 39 seconds and counting as we go towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Big 4th down play for the Trojans.
Looks like single coverage here. Let's see if they bring pressure here. And pressure is coming from Wheeler County. Clemens going up. And it is picked off by Wheeler County. And they got a man coming out across the 25, across the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Nobody's tackled him yet, all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And Mike, I'll go ahead and tell you, Brandon Smallwood.
We have a flag.
But we do have a flag, so catch the flag. Could be
an illegal block in the back, maybe on the return.
Yeah.
Watch the white hat, see what he says.
Well, the interception, that was interesting. It bounced off one player into the other one's hands. There's 3.9 seconds left in quarter number 3.
Let's catch the call.
And again, it is very quiet over here on the Trojan sidelines, whereas That Wheeler County sideline has just exploded. Trojan defense, Mike, Jacob, they're going to have to rise up at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like it's coming back as far as the return. What do y'all think?
Chop. Chop block.
Foul against the Bulldogs.
That's what he signaled,
That's
wasn't
what it looked like.
And did they give a number of who might have been ejected, guys?
Oh, did
I think he ejected
58 has been ejected. And that is going to be Sean Jonikins.
For a chop block?
And we assume that was on the return?
I'm thinking so.
They can eject you for a chop block?
Yeah, with the new rules now.
Shows how behind I am on the rules.
Yeah, they've made a lot of moves here in the last couple of years to try to take that play out of football. Unfortunately, though, the bad thing is this backs them up, but they still have the football, unfortunately.
And if you take a look at that, I believe they're trying to talk about where the actual penalty occurred and then do it from there. Is that correct?
I believe so.
Again, Trojans are down by 7, 26-19, quarter number 3.
3.9 seconds left in the quarter.
Wow. And, Mike, I believe we have now set a record for longest third quarter of 4 hours, 18 minutes, and 12 seconds.
I know.
It feels like that.
Again, first game of the season. Officials want to make sure they get it right.
And so now we still don't know what's going on.
And again, it looks like that the Wheeler is calling a few of their players to the sideline. Their offensive line is still out there. The Trojan defense looks like they're all set and ready to roll, guys.
And I was wondering there for a minute, Kinsey was not coming back on the field. Now I see him. Not sure what's happening here. As we said, this third quarter has come to a screeching halt. We're already at 10 minutes after 10.
Uh-oh, that's going to get close to bedtime.
Now they'll mark off. Guys, this is where the Trojans have got to have some kind of a big play from the defense, much like we had before the half.
Absolutely.
Mike, if you're Wheeler County, do you just keep trying to run the ball with Kinsey that you've been doing, or what do you do this far back here?
To me, I would continue to throw those balls, those little wide receiver screens out in the flat.
They have been
the Trojans have had trouble defending that, especially with the quickness of these Wheeler County receivers, playmakers.
First and 10, Bulldogs.
Should be the last play of the third quarter.
All right, single back again, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Now the Trojans really coming up, pressuring on defense now. Man coverage looks like. Handoff, was that to number 3, Culver?
It was.
And he's still driving.
Handoff, a pickup of about 2 yards.
That kid's got a set of strong legs on him, Mr. Deep.
All right, guys, we go to the fourth quarter, and this can be anybody's ball game, 26-19 Wheeler, as we go into the fourth quarter.
Looked like Tukes made the tackle there, maybe.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I like what we saw there, guys, with the Trojans. That's the Trojans now, they're going to have to come up and play press coverage on these guys.
Mike, while we have a break in the action, and I'll ask TJ, he may know better than us, who's the Trojans' next game? Is it Jenkins County?
Jenkins County,
yep. And that's going to be at Jenkins, is that correct?
That'll be at Jenkins, yep.
And again, we're hoping D Productions will be able to be there. We'll check with Jenkins during the week to make sure we have permission to come over there. We want to look at their requirements. And again, we'd love to have you guys join us if possible.
Yeah, we'll check on that and see how a long ride over there. But if we can go, might consider it. So can work it out.
And again, guys, while we have a break in the action, it's been wonderful being with you two, and just enjoying a little football tonight. Like we say, I think we have all really missed this kind of sporting event.
No doubt, and
you have no doubt. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an idea. Me and TJ been suffering, hadn't we, T? Absolutely.
And, you know, it's good to see people out here. We didn't know for a while if we did play, if we'd even have hardly anybody in these stands. But this crowd has been impressive tonight.
It really has. But, Mike, if you take a look at them, and you can look across the Wheeler, too, they're in bunches. It's kind of like there is some spacing here, and we're very proud of that.
Yep, very good there with that.
All right, we're starting the fourth quarter. 12 minutes left in the fourth as we get ready to start it up. Second down, 7. Turn it back over to Mike.
All right, ball spotted on it says the 11-yard line there, but is it the 11 or is it a little bit?
I'm like you, Mike. It's right at it or maybe a little bit past it.
We'll just go with the scoreboard. Trojans up, man cover, snap back. Going to throw a little swing pass to the running back out to the left and trying to get outside, but Trojans do a good job that time of
pass completed,
corralling him.
Trojan defense desperately wants to stop here, whereas Wheeler County would like to grind out a few first downs and try to run some clock.
Loss of a yard on the play.
And that's kind of been Wheeler's MO tonight. They've done very little attempts downfield. It's just been the short passing game, the little wide receiver hitches and screens, and that time a little dump off to the running back.
And then every now and then you break a big play.
All right, again, 2 receivers left, 2 right, stacked. Single back in the pistol, snap. Kinsey back looking. This time Kinsey will keep trying to get outside, but the Trojans will not let him this time. They might have even lost another yard there.
So that brings up a 4th down, and is this the first or second time, I believe, that the Bulldogs have punted tonight?
I believe second time. Who made the stop there?
That'll be Jalen Smith.
Well, a big play. Got him by the jersey that time and was not going to let go.
Held on for dear life.
So the Trojans should have great field position here now.
Now, is that Jalen Clemens back deep to take the punt?
Yes, it is. And he has put his feet right on that 40-yard line. Trojans should get really good field position here. Early in the fourth quarter, trailing 26-19, 10:57 to go.
Do they put pressure on the punter, or do they just let him go with it, guys?
I think you play for the return here, especially with a return man like Clemens back there. There's snap.
And that's exactly what they'll do, play for the return.
And actually, Wheeler will get a halfway decent bounce.
But the Trojans are set up in very good field position. They'll be right around the 43-yard line.
So, I mean, they'll actually get it right around where Jalen was standing.
Yep. So, great opportunity. Here's the opportunity for the Trojans to tie this thing back up and get the momentum back. And right here, guys, I'm going right back to the running game.
Mike, I think you're right.
Pound the football up the middle, north-south. Stay away from the east-west stuff. You know, run Blankenship and run Ray between the tackles.
10 minutes, 32 seconds left in the ball game. 7-point deficit for the Trojans.
All right, 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side with a tight end. Back in the backfield, they'll bring a man in motion. Jet sweep, coming right to left, trying to turn the corner, and he will, and he'll get about 5 yards there. Actually, it'll pick up maybe about 7 on the play. Well, let's check the spot, though, first.
Hamilton on the carry picks up about 6 yards.
They're going to give him 6.
We're going to give him 6, okay.
Good to see Jalen Hamilton back after, again, that brief injury a moment ago.
So coming back to the jet sweep, this time into the left side.
Second down 4.
Snap.
We'll give it
inside handoff to Blankenship, going right between the tackles. A big, big gain, all the way down to the 21, maybe 20-yard line and a first down.
And we talk about speed tonight. Trey Blankenship has that deceptive speed, man. When he hit that hole, he had a great acceleration.
Yes, he did. Running hard between the tackles. And again, that's what we said. That's where the strength and the advantage for the Trojans is here in this matchup.
All right, we look like we have another timeout.
And maybe another cramp here. This time Billy Rogers.
Yep. And again, y'all, this weather, it is hot and humid. So again, you know, a lot of them have been cramping up. Again, those of you interested, 9 minutes, 37 seconds left.
And hopefully just another cramp there. 9:37 to go, 26-19. Wheeler leading it.
Both teams with 2 timeouts, Mike and Jacob, and as we get closer into the ball game towards the end, that's going to be very important.
It is. This one looks to come down to the wire. It's been a memorable edition of the border war here.
And, you know, for an opening game, I know that we've had some penalties on both sides, but overall it's been a good, hard-fought, pretty good game tonight.
Yep, definitely both teams have laid it on the line.
And both teams, if you take a look at it, Mike, again, you know, you would expect some rust, of course, you know, coming into the first game, but both teams have looked very good at times.
Yes, they have.
All right, first down. It looks, nope. Yeah, first down.
First and 10 Trojans.
All right, Trojans up to the line. 2 receivers to the far side. Tight end, or excuse me, one receiver this side. Inside handoff to Blankenship. Driving up in there. Right between the center and left guard.
Pickup of about, what, 4?
I'd give him 4.
4 yards.
So it'll be 2nd and 6. 9:12 to go. Wheeler leading at 26-19. Cone, the wide receiver, over here to the left.
Mike
Twins over to the right.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Ray throw it here.
One back in the backfield. Snap. Handoff to off the right tackle, driving his way down. Was that Zakirian?
Yes, it was, Mike.
Great run by Zakirian.
First down, Telfair.
Smart play calling there.
And that's where the Trojans have had their success on this drive, is right between the tackles and right off tackle.
8:45 and counting.
And yet again, going to that right side.
Yep. First and goal on the 7.
Looks like that
looks like a bad snap.
Looked like a little movement in the backfield. Wheeler saying they have the ball.
There was a fumble on the play. It looks like the Trojans, though, came up with it.
Yep, Trojans did recover the ball.
Russ Ray fell on it, or that could have been disastrous.
2nd and goal.
So it'll be 2nd and goal now.
Ball spotted on the 7-yard line. We're coming up on the 8-minute mark left in this ball game.
8:05 to go. 2 receivers. Twins to the right. One split out here to the left. One back. Snap. Handoff, and there's nothing doing that time.
Looked like he shot the gap really well, Mike.
Yeah, the left side of the offensive line just collapsed.
I saw a 29 and a 26 get back there. That's Williams and Bale.
3rd and goal.
Big play right here.
Is it? I believe it's a 3rd down, isn't it?
Yep, 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
So the receiver here to the near side will be, that'll be Clemens.
Definitely 4-down territory.
Two tight end set here, guys.
7 minutes left in the quarter.
Snap. Handoff to Blankenship.
I got tripped up, grabbed by the ankles.
Number 19, maybe?
Oh, yeah, that was number 19, guys, who was Jeremiah Kinsey. And, guys, another freshman.
Young Wheeler County team looks like building a nice future here, so.
Like you said earlier in the game, Mr. Deep, I know a lot of these names are probably ringing a bell for you.
Right. And watching them, you know, at middle school and high school, good group of kids. They play the hearts out, as has the Trojans tonight.
Guys, you got one-on-one out here with Clemens who can jump through the roof. I just throw a fade route up to him. Instead, handoff.
That ain't gonna work.
Nothing doing there.
Initial hit was by number 54 for Wheeler. That would be
a huge stop for
Ronnie
Wheeler
Grimm.
County.
The backfield by host for Bulldogs.
Okay, guys, you got 6 minutes, 17 seconds, and you're down by 7. If you're the Trojans, you got to get a 3 and out.
Yeah, you have no choice. I mean,
is it too early to start thinking of timeouts at this point?
Yeah, a little bit, but if you don't get a stop here on the first couple, though, if they grind out maybe another first down, you might have to start thinking about it. Trojans now, you see the linebackers up, safeties up, everybody up now.
Right.
Quick pass. Is that a lateral? They'll say incomplete, but it was dangerously close to being a lateral.
Oh, absolutely.
Second down to 10-6. And that a break for the Trojans, too, as that stops the clock.
Number 7, was that number 17 just came out for the Trojans? I'm not sure.
Did not catch the number there.
Again, looks like another cramp.
Yeah, Trojans loading the box now. They have to here.
6 minutes, 11 seconds left. Timeout taken. It looks like by Wheeler, I believe.
And why wouldn't you guys? Because Wheeler has not done any damage downfield with the passing game. Everything has been underneath, so why not come up and press those guys?
Exactly.
And force them, too, because you don't want to give up a big running play here.
See, that's why I was wondering, guys, about using the timeouts a little early. Again, let's say that Wheeler runs the next play, they get a yard or so. Do you go ahead and use a timeout and try to have over 5 minutes left, or just let it run on down for the next couple of plays? So it is. It's going to be.
I think it depends. It depends. If they get a first down here, then I think you have to start.
Right. Clock is not yet a factor, but it's getting close to being one.
10 to go.
So second down 10, ball on the 17. Wheeler with 2 receivers in here to the boundary. One to the far side. The slot receiver in a little bit closer. Single back. Man goes in motion. They fake it. Quarterback will keep it and try to come outside. You'll get it up to about the 25-26.
And, Mike, I think that was Jason Culver on that.
It was. Again, lining up at quarterback, kind of a wild dog formation.
There you go.
It was, and you know, Mike, to me that was probably the most, if you want to call it, solid stop of Jason Culver tonight by Jerry O'Combe. Maybe wrapping up and actually stopping the momentum of Culver there, because all of the other runs that he's had tonight, he's either ran straight through a Telfair defender or just bounced off and kept going.
Yep.
Right now, biggest play, third and 3.
Big play right here. Got to get a stop here. Trojans, everybody up, no safeties deep.
Clock 5:20 and counting.
Box is loaded. Man coverage.
Could be a delay of game.
I hope so. Back them up.
5:17 to go. 26-19. Wheeler leading it.
Yeah, they're going back.
Costly penalty here. Rather than being 3rd and 3, 3rd and 8 goes to the Trojans' advantage.
legal procedure against the.
All right, that will back them up now. It'll be 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
And that was a procedure call, guys, not a delay.
Let's see, do you bring the house here? Of course, you got to be careful with Kinsey's running ability, though. Because if you do blitz and he gets away, that could. Well, let's see what the Trojans do, though. They rush forward.
Pass.
Oh, Kinsey, they got him.
Nice job. Patrick Toots going back there, missed the tackle to begin with, but grabbed him by the ankles to get him down.
Great play again. Was that Toots you said, Jacob?
It was.
Clock is still going.
Looked like a four-man rush, just a four-man rush, didn't it?
Yeah, you're right. And Patrick was able to get back there and just grab him by the ankles after missing to begin with.
4th down, clock running, 4:46 and counting.
You know, Mr. Deep, I was just about to say that. I mean, Patrick has made his presence known tonight, but
absolutely,
but not as much as he did last year, because he was almost back there with every play.
Absolutely, he's had a good game overall, even on offense. You know, made a big catch.
All right, Weeder going to let this clock run down a little bit before they punt it.
Down to 4:20 and counting. Wheeler has one timeout left. They may use it right before the clock goes.
Do the Trojans come after this one? Let's see.
Number 10.
Oh, Wheeler late getting a man on the field. Here's the snap. Trojans get a good rush. And Wheeler gets an outstanding roll. Still good field position for the Trojans, but you would have thought we'd have got even better out of that, but a big roll on that punt.
And again, they're inside Bulldog territory.
Just inside, right on the 49, if I'm not mistaken.
And guys, this is how we love for a game to go, man. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. You know, Trojan offense has a chance to possibly win this at the end. Wheeler defense has a chance to be the hero on their side. Let's just see who's going to get it.
Ball on the 49 in Wheeler just in Wheeler territory. 3:50 to go.
Plenty of time to run the ball.
Yep, no doubt about it. Trojans still have 2 timeouts.
3 minutes, 50 seconds left in your ball game. Thanks to all of you that have been watching this on Deep Productions tonight. Again, a special shout out to the CEO, producer, director, and camerawoman, Patty Deep, for all that she has done to get this thing set up. Mike, want to tell you how much we enjoyed the pregame show, the one both on your Facebook page, and again, of course, the one with you, me, and Jacob. Thank you guys for doing that. Without you two, again, we would be in definite trouble with announcers. Thank you guys for doing such a great job.
Well, appreciate it. And appreciate you and Patty and all the work you do to make these broadcasts possible.
Well, you know, guys, Patty's the brains behind this. I'm just eye candy.
Oh, yeah.
You notice I hadn't been on camera all night. That shows how good much that is.
26-19.
While we have a quick break, you want to do a Warner Robins?
Yeah, let's get a check on that.
I almost said Warner Robins Vidalia, but it's Valdosta.
Warner Robins leading 19-17 in the fourth quarter.
Ooh, numbers going up. We've reached over 10,000 people tonight.
All right, Trojans up to the line here. Trojans with a tight formation here. Two receivers bunched there tight in here. One receiver split out here into the boundary. They'll bring him in motion. Jet sweep, running to the right, but nothing doing. An outstanding play was that number
8, Cole McDaniel.
He read it from the get-go. Penetration.
Second down and 10. Second down and 15. Ball on the 45 of the Trojans. Guys, big loss.
Huge loss. Now you got to kind of time has to be in the back of your mind now. The Wheeler looks like they're going to be in a 3-deep coverage here. No, I'm wrong here. Looks like man to man. Snap. Ray back looking. Gonna fire down the sideline.
Oh, that was so close to being picked off. He caught a break.
Number 5, Quinshad Edwards. Gonna make 3rd and 15 from the 45-yard line. 2 minutes, 58 seconds left. Trojans guys are in desperation mode now.
I don't know if Russ was trying to throw that, and he was supposed to come back, but the defender did a good job coming underneath it. 3rd and 15 now. Game on the line here. Look for Tukes, guys.
He is on that far side, Mike.
He's definite matchup on. Ray gonna throw it deep into double coverage, intercepted. Picked off. One defender across the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, still on his feet all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Quinshad Edwards, Mike, we have seen him all over the field tonight. My gosh.
Yeah, that double coverage there, and
but this is why, Mike, you're absolutely right. This is why you save the timeouts. Trojans with a couple of stops could get the ball back with a little under a minute and a half, possibly. That is the Great Munson set a chance to save themselves.
2:40 to go, and Wheeler will have it 1st and 10 on the Telfair 40, looks like.
And again, timeout. And again, we want to remind everyone, thanks for, again, being a part of the D Production family. And again, whether your team's winning or losing, let's keep those comments just nice and positive here as we get towards the end.
You know, one thing you got, Wheeler's defense made some adjustments here in the second half.
Yeah, they have, and you got to give them big props for that. And I mean, like, very key adjustments. They've come back and applied them, and, like, you can tell that it's working. Where
the Trojans were really able to eat them up with those jet sweeps and the runs off tackle there in the first half. Haven't been able to do that in the second half. And the Trojans just really haven't gotten anything out of their downfield passing game tonight. They've had a couple of opportunities. The pass to Tukes down here, and then the one that could have been a touchdown where the interference. And, you know, now looking back for Wheeler County, probably a smart play by the safety there, Bale, when he got that pass interference play, because he saved a touchdown.
Yeah, that is a good point. Good point, Mike.
Could very well be the difference in the game right now.
Trojan defense going out desperate for a stop. Wheeler County probably, would y'all say, would be 1 first down away?
Well, Trojans still have 2 timeouts. I think they would need. I think they may need two first
downs to maybe do it. So this is going to be interesting to see.
All right, Kinsey takes the snap, just a little toss. Fumble! Can the Trojans get it?
Fumble on the play.
Wow! Unfortunately, I believe
it looks like they're saying recovered by the Bulldogs, but
so close there the Trojans were to getting that.
Absolutely.
You know, a little surprised that you run a toss play in that situation.
Mike, if nothing else, could you run it a couple of times up the middle? If you had to punt, you punt, but make them use their timeouts?
Yeah.
Or do you even want your defense on the field? You really don't, I guess.
No. But you know, that's kind of a risky play there, to any kind of a toss play in this situation. You don't think you would want it just a snap to that quarterback and him keep it, or something not with that much ball handling. But it almost went the Trojans' way. Almost came up with that recovery.
Very close. And again, who called the timeout there, guys? Or is it an official timeout? Because Wheeler doesn't have it in. I know the Trojans, it says they have 2. So it must have been an official timeout.
It must have been an official timeout, because I didn't catch the white hat
I didn't either.
Unless we just haven't taken it off yet. I don't know. All right. 2nd down. Snap. Jet sweep.
Number 5 on the carry.
Going out around the 45, stopped by the Trojans.
No gain on the play.
Now timeout by the Trojans, 2:21 left.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
Oh,
well, they were out of timeout.
I thought they were out of timeouts. That's got to be timeout Trojans.
Yeah.
Timeout.
That makes it one timeout left. I'm getting some instruction from the CEO.
2:21 to go here. Biggest thing right here is the Trojans tackle. Don't miss a tackle.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta come up. Wheeler County just trying to run that clock down.
And it's 3rd down and 15.
So just make sure you come up and make a sure tackle.
So 3rd and 15. Ball on the, 46-yard line.
Yeah, about the 45 and a half, yeah, we'll call it.
14 for the Bulldogs.
All right, Trojans a little late getting out on the field here.
If you're the Bulldogs, I would think you'd just run it. Wouldn't you anticipate that as a defense?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
would too. I'm saying you're going for a simple run play here, or maybe even one of those tosses.
Pistol. Just going to take and throw it out at the flat. Little screen pass. And
come on now.
Breaks it across the 30.
He steps out of bounds, but did he go far enough to get the first down?
It's going to be close.
He's just short, according to the official here on the near side.
Close to a Bulldog first down.
Another one of those little wide receiver screens.
Neither team has a timeout. So this is going to be 4th and about a yard, guys.
The bubble screens, the little wide receiver screens have worked. That has been the Wheeler County's bread and butter tonight. Just letting these receivers make plays on the perimeter.
And y'all, this is your ball game right here. You either stop them or, for all intents and purposes, this game will be over.
I'm thinking right here, Kinsey's keeping this ball. Trojans got to get up in there, got to get a stop. And he does.
He's taking it himself.
He's trying to get to the corner. And the Trojans stop him.
He did not make it.
Is it Trey Blankenship with the tackle?
No, I believe that is. Binoculars don't reach that far.
It looked like Trey.
He may have assisted on it. Hold on.
Either way, guys, it's going to go up or down.
2:04 to go.
Who's number 20?
That was DeQuavius Powell, who's number 20.
I think he got first contact on there.
Okay. 1st and 10 on the 33. Trojans have another chance here. 2:04 to go. But now they'll have to do it with no timeouts.
All right, guys, they got to save themselves.
And now, Mike, on the way down, do you immediately play for overtime, or are you immediately trying to go for a win?
I think you play for overtime.
Oh, you're fine.
A region game here.
No, stay up, Chuck. You're fine.
All right, game on the line here. Trojans, 3 receivers here left, 1 right. Ray back to pass. Pressure coming, trying to get away.
Rid of it.
They'll just have to get rid of it. But he won't. He'll get sacked for a huge loss.
He lost, guys, about 10, 12 on that play.
Huge loss. Yeah. Now you got to get up to the line.
What they really lost is time, 145, 144 counting. No timeouts, either team.
I mean, you could hear Mike and I up here telling Ray to get rid of it there. You would go back to where you were instead of losing these 10 to 12 yards.
They've lost about 15 seconds getting set.
Continues to run. Trojans trips to the right. 1 receiver this side, single back.
Come on, guys.
Wheeler County bringing pressure. Pressure coming. Ray will throw it up. Overthrew him. And looks like a cramping here.
Where am I?
Number 22, Jalen Smith, there coming to the sideline, telling them to get somebody in as he's got a cramp.
Looks like Zacharian Smith back in the ball game, number 44.
So 1:18 to go. Trojans trailing 26-19. 3rd down and 20 here. Game on the line. They've got to find a way to give Ray some time here. And looks like Wheeler will probably be bringing that linebacker pressure again. They rush 5. Pass out in the flat. The Colin tries to juke a man, but can't get away. But a late hit will help the Trojans out.
penalty marking on the play.
1 minute, 11 seconds left. The clock is stopped.
And that'll be 15, and that will push the Trojans to near midfield.
Thankfully, that only knocked off 7 seconds, not a whole lot of time.
1:11 to go. Trojans trail it 26-19, out of timeouts.
Smart to go out of bounds, guys.
And that's what you got to do here. You got to work the sidelines.
Again, did he pick the flag up, guys?
I hope not.
Look, yeah, because he was definitely tackled out of bounds. No question about it.
Okay, this is going to be, what, a 15-yarder?
It'll take the ball out to about the 48-yard line. So 1:11 to go. Trojans trail Wheeler County 26-19.
Boy, this is coming down to the end of the game, guys. This is coming down to cases, as they used to say.
Trojans with 2 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers left, 2 slot receivers, a single back. Wheeler County showing pressure. They're coming. They hit Ray as he throws.
Pass is incomplete.
Number 8 with hit him just as he threw it. Cole McDaniel coming on a blitz.
1 minute, 5 seconds left, guys. 26-19, Trojans trailing by 7. Second down and 10 from the 48.
Game on the line right here. Trojans look for the play on their wristband. 2 receivers into the boundary, 2 to the far side. Single back. Wheeler again showing pressure. Pressure coming. He fires out the flat, caught by Cone, makes a man miss at the 49. He gets it down to the 45.
You better set up.
55 seconds, 54.
You can't clock it because it's a 4th down.
Let's
here.
go.
I believe. No, it's third. It's third.
3rd down and 4.
Hurry up.
45 seconds, counting.
Hurry up.
Time is ticking.
40 seconds and counting.
They have to get the play off. A bad mishandled the snap by Ray, and he'll be tackled.
34 seconds. Clock still moving down to 30.
Have to get up to the line, or the clock is going to run out.
30 seconds left.
Come on. Clock is running. 22, 21, 20. We're not set.
Down to 17, Mike. I don't know if they're going to get a play
one
off.
last heave. 4th down.
Let's go.
Trojans have to get a snap off.
Officials timeout. It looks like there may have been an injured player, number 29 for the Wheeler County. So they did get the clock stopped, but injured player by Wheeler, number 29.
Trojans caught a huge break right there.
I noticed at the end of the play there was a Wheeler player that was slow to get up.
Yeah, but let's look at who that is, Jacob. I think that's number 29, Jeremy Williams.
Yep. That's Williams.
So, guys, it looks like you got one more play unless you get a 1st down and get out of bounds.
Yeah, it'll be 4th and 13, 11 seconds left. And then Tim, you make a great point, because even if you catch it and get the 1st down, if you don't get out of bounds, you're not going to get down there and be able to spike it before the clock runs out.
All right, guys, last play of the game. And CEO's probably going to be happy about that with these comments coming in.
If you're Wheeler County, too, defensively, you're going to try to force them to the middle of the field. You're going to try to take away the sideline.
I put somebody in center field for Wheeler, and for Trojans, you got to shoot that Hail Mary, big bend right to the far right.
Could we have a repeat of the miracle play? Snap, incomplete.
That's the ball game.
Pass is incomplete.
Because that was a 4th down, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so they'll take over on downs, and wouldn't Wheeler.
Cone, there was a defender there. Cone, if he caught it, he had a chance to get the 1st down.
Yeah.
If he had broken a tackle, but
Wheeler's probably just going to run one little player.
And they will take a knee, and that'll do it. Shocking events here in McRae tonight. Wheeler County is going to bring to an end a 6-game losing streak to the Telfair County Trojans. a lot of years of frustration for them, as they've lost 14 of the last 16, but tonight they're going to come away victorious, barring a miracle fumble here that the Trojans pick up and run in or something. Let's hope for a fumble, maybe.
Number 1, Kinsey, back at the quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee. We got a flag down.
There is a flag.
Marker down.
1.3 seconds remaining.
But tough night for Telfair tonight.
What would the penalty be? I saw one of our defensive linemen did jump, but I don't think he got far enough to be called offsides.
And it'll be basically a mute point at this point, other than them just having to snap it one more time, one more chance of maybe bad snap and ball get away or something.
And again, it is a 5-yard penalty here. Not that that matters at this point. 1.3 seconds left.
And they'll just go into victory formation and have a man back there behind him to make sure if he was to mishandle the snap. And that'll be it. They actually won't have to snap it. And Wheeler County comes into McRae and snaps a 6-game losing streak to the Telfair County Trojans.
26-19 is your final. Wheeler County victorious tonight over the Telfair Trojans.